What is up, everybody? What is up? What is up? What is up? Go ahead and make sure that you guys have hit that like button for your girl as we get into some own shows. Okay, a lot of shows came on. Not a lot, girl, but we got two new shows over the weekend, and we're definitely going to be talking about that. Okay, I just want to make sure that I share a few things over here on my end. But despite all of that, hey, babe. What's going on? Happy Sunday to everybody. We have a few shows, as I've already said, that we are going to be talking about. Put a ring on it. As you guys know, that Ready to Love is no longer on. Thank God. Girl, not at this time. We'll see when they're going to bring us Ready to Love Part 2 or whatever. What else we got going on? Put a ring on it. Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC, and the Nightcap. BIT, not the Nightcap with Carlos King, baby. I don't know if y'all got into that, but I guess you can wait, okay? Because we are going to chit chat about it towards the end of the video about the Nightcap. It's definitely giving a messy version of Watch What Happens Live, okay? It's Carlos King's own version. All right, so shout out to him for that. All right, I did put over here in the chat, I wanted to get you guys thoughts on Love and Marriage DC and how you guys felt about the first episode. Y'all know y'all gotta let me know how y'all felt about the first episode. Give me 1 second, because I want to make sure that I share it. And Miss Computer is acting funny. Okay, girl, Miss Computer over here. Y'all, I've been complaining about this mother computer for such a long time. But anyway, you all are all welcome to donate to the computer fund. Girl, a mess. Okay, great, perfect. Just share that. Also, if you're not already following my alternate channel, which is That's Me Jamie, please go ahead and follow your girl. Okay, I only need a few more people before I hit 1K. I think I'm at 811 subscribers over there. So yeah, I need almost like maybe 189 or something like that. So girl, just go ahead and scoot over there, hit a tap, subscribe, girl, and all that other great stuff. Okay, girl, this computer is a mess. But I hope everybody has been having a great weekend. My weekend has been pretty good so far. I got a chance to link up yesterday with Mims, okay, over here on YouTube. Mims, he goes by, I call him Mims, okay? It's Make It Make Sense, all right? Some of you guys may be familiar with him. I know he got a chance to hop onto my Real Housewives of Atlanta video, and we did some chit-chatting about the premiere episode. So he came in town. So me, he, and Sakina, and another one of his good friends that happens to be a longtime subscriber of mine, Josh, got a chance to, we linked up and we had a pretty great time yesterday. So, your girl be in the house for the most part. So I was glad to, like, what I'm saying, jump out, girl. But listen, it was given the wrong location. It was given the wrong location because we went to a hot cookie or whatnot. I don't know if y'all remember that episode with Real Housewives of Atlanta with Kenya, when Kenya brought the cookie lady in to meet Miss Kenya. So we went to the cookie lady spot. Okay. But it was definitely set. It was given wrong location for your girl initially. But I was able to link up. Girl, I don't know if he was going to mention that at all in the review or not, but I know one thing. I felt the way about paying $6.50 for parking only to walk around for 5 minutes and realize I was at the wrong location. But anyway, girl, I'm gonna need them to update that on Google. All right, because they got a whole different address on their website, and I didn't even think to like look at the website. I mean, come on, it's Google. Google got everything right. Like, what the fuck? Why would I look on your website when it's right here? It's right here. So y'all need to update that. Okay, but anyway, girl. Anyway, no ma'am. No ma'am. We will definitely be doing Put a Ring on It first. Then we'll go into Love and Marriage DC. Then we'll get into Huntsville, guys. Oh, then we'll talk about the Nightcap, because it was definitely messy. Let me see who we got in the chat real quick. What's up, Amina in Aries? The fat hippie chick. What's going on? Ben Travius, honey. What's up, Sharice? Tracy. Hi. What's going on? I am Jazz. Pamela Smith. What's going on? Chanel. Did I say it right? Chanel. All right. Yeah, Jamie girl, you always smash it. You don't ask it. You don't get what? What, Jamie girl, you always smash it. You don't ask, you don't get, you go, girl. What did it mean, Jax? I think a word was left out. Forgive me if I misunderstood, but I appreciate you on the Go Girl part. Not interested in the least bit in DC, but I will write your review. BIT. Listen to me, girl. Struggled. I'm not gonna play with y'all. Struggled. Do you hear me? Struggled. But we gonna hang in there, girl. We gonna hang in there, but listen to me. Struggled. What? It was giving me Candy and the Gang, not excited, don't gotta rush to go and see it. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see. I'm gonna still give it a chance, only because of Carlos King. But yeah, let's talk about Put a Ring on It. Let me not keep y'all no longer than what y'all already are, girl. We got to get into some things. So shout out to everybody over here in the chat. We have over 100 people in the chat. So please make sure that you like the video. Definitely appreciate all of you guys. Okay, so Charlie tells whether she would go on a date with Chris or not, right? Chris was the guy that I guess they had like a lot in common. Seemed like a young guy, went to college, all this other great stuff. I think his ex went to the same school as Charlie. And Charlie says that she didn't want to go on a date with this man because it was weird. I didn't really like how she was trying to put it off on him, saying that, he told me that he'll take me from my man. And I just really don't want to be with somebody that's going to try and cause those issues. And, if I'm going to go on a date, I want it to be nice, cute, simple, and genuine. And I said, girl, if you're feeling him, then just say that. See, you opened your mouth the last time and let us know that you used to be a okay, or at least you used to do what you wanted to do. Let me not call you a hoe, because I feel like a lot of people don't call men hoes when they be out here doing what they want to do. So basically, you was in college doing what it is that you want to do in these streets, and it makes me believe that you got a little bit of that in you still. And that's the reason why you don't want to go on a date, because you see this man being attracted. Okay, you see yourself taking him down through there. However, you still love Otis and you want a future with Otis, but homeboy over here is a bit, it's tempting. That's what it was giving, but you're trying to put it off on him. Okay, and you don't want him to disrespect your relationship or whatever. Girl, bye Miss Charlie, girl. We're not believing you. You need more people. Anyway, what else happened? So Fonzo opens up and says, oh, these guys, I think he said these men ain't really out here trying to have no nice, friendly date. They ain't trying to do that. They ain't trying to. They don't really have to. They don't have to, for real. They trying to see, shoot, hey, if you obviously y'all struggling with y'all relationship, which is the reason why they here now. So shoot, if I see a little something, I want to try and date her. It's up to her to stop me, right? So there's that. So then Shay, and then I think that's when Shay was like, oh, so that would be the same thing for you. And he was like, yeah, women ain't out here doing that either. They not trying to be friendly either. And he was right, but that's not what Shay was asking him, right? She was saying, since you're applying that to all men, then you must be applying that to yourself. So when you're going out on these simple dates with these ladies, are you pretty much showing some interest in them as well? And so this is when, of course, Charlie spoke up and said, no, us women, we can have simple dates. Okay. Shay says, well, can you? This man confesses. This is information that Shay already knows. This man says, no, I cannot, which is why I ain't got no female friends right now. Okay. So any woman that made me believe, any woman that he has introduced to Shay as just a friend, they wasn't. And he just don't be helping his case. So when you be sitting over here telling us that you're going on a family trip that your mama just invited your baby mama on or whatever, then at this point, I'm going to believe things have happened. Things that happen between y'all, for sure. Yes, squad, that's right. It's what's real, and we gonna get into it. Okay. What else we got? So Otis speaks and says that when it comes to Charlie's date, he feels like her date may have saw her as a weak person. I was like, a weak person? I think Shorty explained it perfectly, because first of all, Charlie didn't like what it was he had to say. She was like, I disagree. I don't like that you said that. Go away from me with this, okay? Shorty says, well, I think he pretty much was speaking as far as Otis. Otis was speaking from a place of how he views his own girlfriend. Okay. And I also think that Otis could have meant that, I ain't saying she's like a weak person. I think he could have been meaning that weaken the knees, in so many words. I think he probably thought the girl that Charlie came off as a woman that's probably weak in the knees, and he probably could slide through there real quick. Right. But either way, Charlie didn't like it. It was distasteful. And I think Shorty definitely explained it right. She said, I don't think he was trying to insult her, but listen, I think he was projecting, period. Shay Fonzo, Shorty, okay? They speak on their dates, okay? Well, no, I'm sorry. They didn't speak on their dates, but Shorty, Fonzo, and Shay, they're going on dates. But Kenneth is not going to go on any dates. He's going to be sitting down with Dr. Nicole. Now, Otis and Charlie, they're not going to go on a date either. What they're going to do is make a list of things that they want each other to work on or to do better or do more of in the relationship. Girl, that was just so terrible. Watching them actually try and come up with a list, or at least they did. Charlie's trying to explain the list to Otis, but Otis really not. It was giving, he just wasn't trying to hear it because it sounds like she was critiquing him and he doesn't want to be critiqued. He doesn't want to take accountability or acknowledge things that he needs to do better in the relationship. And I understand how that can feel when it seems like your partner is only coming at you about the things that you need to fix, but not thinking about the stuff they need to fix. But in this moment for this exercise, I just felt like he could have at least heard her out, let her say everything that she needs to say. Okay. And then once y'all get that out the way, you say everything you need to say, and then y'all can come together and figure out ways that y'all can fix certain things or have the conversation, whatever. But you know, girl, it fell flat, child. Hey, Ash. Ash says, "Happy Sunday, Jamie. Did you catch Fonzo say he likes a natural woman?" And Shay got what? And Shay got that Instagram BBL body and veneers. Yikes. Okay. Now listen, I did, and I gave him a side eye. That's why he said, "Oh, well, you know, if you want to get a little nip and tuck here, like that's cool. But you know, I like stretch marks. I like this and that." Seemed like he was trying to give it I guess an excuse for, you know, saying, "Oh, I like a natural woman," but then your woman has work, right? Now, I don't know what Shay has gotten. I'll say that, okay? Shay's butt and all of that could very well be hers, okay? IDK. A lot of people like to think that Black women who are the originators of hips and ass, okay, be the ones to go and get the work done, all right? So I try to give people passes because, I mean, all that hips and stuff came from Black folks. So it could be possible that that person did not get that type of work done, right? However, I think she could have got her breasts done. You know what I'm saying? She definitely got the veneers. We can see that. That's clear. That's plain as day, right? We definitely, you know, I think she could have got. I don't know about her. I don't know about them below her belly button, but up above, I don't know that either. But I would believe that she probably got some work done on her breasts for sure. Oh, you want to know what I'm drinking, girl? You always have me thirsty for a Starbucks drink or something. Okay, so this is a little different. Okay, so this is like a plug and a shout out to Miss Bonzi Blue. So I actually have the Just Move energy drink, the blue raspberry. I know Bonnie was talking about it on her live one day, and she was saying how she took a little bit of it and she put it in her sparkling water, right? And I actually am drinking on coconut pineapple sparkling water by Good and Gather over there at Target. And I just put a teeny weeny in here and mixed it up, and it's actually good, like she said. It really is. And y'all know I've been over here doing some spring summer cleaning. So I had drunk on me a little bit of that. And girl, I got a lot accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I got rid of a lot of stuff. Baby girl feet was hurting by the end of the day. But understand, I got a lot of things done. But yes. That's what I'm drinking on. And I agree, Amina, that man, like anything, while he's sitting up here lying to the people, she was vulnerable. And the man knows that her relationship is not strong. Ooh, well, maybe that's what Otis meant by her being weak. Or maybe the guy felt like the relationship was weak. Not so much as her being weak, but the relationship being weak. Hey babe, what's going on, Omar? I had to sit in the back of the church with my pods in. I hope you don't have me hollering. Embarrassing. Not you in church listening to girl, oh my God. Not you in the back of the church with your headphones in. Well, we appreciate you all the same. Otis didn't tell no lie. Ooh, if that man respected you, he wouldn't have been so inappropriate on that date. He knew she was up for it. You know what though? I don't know, Tina, because old boy kind of gave me the energy that he just a disrespectful mofo anyway, right? But but I guess she could have checked him and then he would have knew, okay, I can be disrespectful. I just can't be disrespectful with her. I don't know, girl. Everybody probably got a point, girl. Everybody probably got a point, honey. Everybody probably got a point on this. But either way, the thing for me is that I feel like Charlie knew that he is somebody that she potentially would take down through there. So really, That's the reason she didn't want to go. I don't think it had anything to do with that man and him being interested in wanting to snatch her from her man. I think it had everything to do with her. But that's just what I think, right? So let's get to Shay and Fonzo. Shay tells him that she is going to take Dr. Nicole's advice. Girl, lies, and let him be. No, you weren't. You really could not let him be. Letting him be would have been to step back and watch him go on this date, watch how he operates and all of that. Okay, instead of adding your 2 cents in, and when the girl gets there, you open up the door. And first of all, I don't know if anybody else caught this. For me, the girl was giving a mini Shay, like how she talked, a little bit of how she looked. Yeah, she could have been like a bit more slimmer than Shay, but she looked like she could have been Shay's little sister. Right? I was like, oh, okay. That's why Shay said he gonna be happy. I said, yeah, because she seemed like she another you. She may not be crazy like you. We haven't seen that part. But yeah, she's definitely giving you with the looks, with the hair, with the voice and stuff. So yeah, but let's keep going, okay? So Tanisha is her name. She arrives, right? And this is when Shay asks her, so, do you have any questions or anything? And Miss Girl, like, I mean, I don't know what questions I got. If I have questions, I'm gonna ask you because that's my date. I'm not really gonna ask you, so what is it giving? Like right now, no ma'am, I don't, like, I ain't really got nothing to say. I'm trying to see what time we leaving though. And Shay said, well, I'm glad you said that, girl, because I have a few things that I want to tell you. Okay, so it won't be no touching, okay, of any sort. It's not going to be no texting, no hitting each other up on social media. Like all of that is DEAD. Okay, do you get it? Do you understand? Like, do you need me to show you an example? She said, no, girl, I'm straight. I don't need you to do that. Okay, I really don't. Like, we good. We see each other. All right. And then Shay gonna tell this girl, listen, if I call him, he better answer. That's a you and him thing. That's on you and him. That ain't got nothing to do with me, ma'am. That has nothing to do with me. He's the one that needs to acknowledge your calls. It's not that I need to sit up here and say, your girl calling, you might want to answer the phone. Like, no, ma'am. That ain't got nothing to do with me, ma'am. I'm just trying to go out here and make this sushi and get back to where the hell it is I'm going to go, okay? There's that. What else? When they do go on this date, though, they go to do the sushi. I thought it was interesting when old girl was like, oh, you finna feed me? And he said, well, I mean, I can't feed you, honey. I can't feed you, but I can let you taste my product or whatnot. But did y'all, I was like, that was a little awkward. You can't feed her, but you can let her taste your product. I think he was talking about more than just sushi, girl. He probably can't feed you in that manner, but you definitely can taste his products. Girl, y'all, we see you, Fonzo. You ain't sleep. Okay. Anyway, so they talk about parenting. I think Tanisha says that she has a child, but she has great relationships with her exes, other baby mamas and stuff. So they talked about that. Tanisha also wants another date with Fonzo. Fonzo said, listen, this is to be continued because I don't, girl, we gonna see. Right. So there's that. I think he should go out on another date with her. And I think in the previews, we saw that he is going to go out on another date with her. So I see nothing wrong with it. Otis and Charlie. So like I said, they struggled to make that list. We had a whole conversation about them and that list that they were struggling to get through. Okay. What else happened? Kenneth and Dr. Nicole. She speaks about his relationships and how Shorty talks to him. Right. Dr. Nicole wants him to know that he actually created some of the BS, all right, regarding he and Miss Shorty. He had some involvement in that. What else? She says what she wants him to do moving forward is work on being more in charge of himself and his actions, because he can't really control her. He has to be in charge of his actions and how he gonna move, going forward, okay? What else she says? She says if Shorty does not improve or something like that, then he needs to reevaluate the situation and decide on where he's going to go from there. I feel like for Dr. Nicole, it's kind of hard for her to have this conversation with him without being so blunt, because I haven't heard her be blunt just yet. But I feel like everybody on that cast knows this man does not contribute half as much as Shorty contributes. But I mean, I guess you got to continue to baby him a little bit with these sit downs or whatnot. It's like, baby, you know what you're not doing. Do you want to sit up here and talk about this woman? How she talked to you, she made me feel so low and this and that. And it's like, if she makes you feel like that, one, you can always leave the relationship. Or two, you can recognize the things that she's complaining about to you and go and fix those things so that she can never use that as a way to, as an attack moment or whatever. Use that as one of the things that she uses to attack you at any moment, right? So just go and fix that stuff. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't know. I saw some people feeling like Shorty was in the wrong. A lot of people feel like Shorty is a manipulator, and I'm just like, I'm confused on how, when he ain't got no coin like that, and she doing everything, she legit is taking care of her child. I don't think the couples are benefiting from the days. They need to focus on couple counseling, and Shorty needs to leave him. She is verbally abusive. And these are one of the comments I was talking about. People feel like Shorty is exactly what Pamela just said, verbally abusive. I guess. I mean, I think the best thing is that she should leave, because she will get real reckless with her mouth, but it's coming from a place of frustration because he doesn't have the things that she feels he needs to have in a relationship. But when you put it like that, it is like, might as well walk away. Go on about your business. He don't want to end the relationship because he doesn't want to. You somebody he doesn't want to end it because he doesn't want to. Oh, he don't want to be back at his mom's house. Gotcha. Kenneth stated on IG, him and Shorty are still. Dang, girl, you wasted America's time then if that's the case. You just sat up here and wasted our damn time. Now what the hell? What else? They need to focus on going their separate ways. That's what I think. Can we start a GoFundMe to buy Dr. Nicole a new ponytail or a wig? Oh my God. I actually like her hair. It be so slick down and stuff. Not y'all coming for Dr. Nicole hair. No, we have not, dear. We're gonna talk about that next. We're getting into Love and Marriage DC next, okay? What else we got over here with Dr. Nicole? Oh, Shay and DJ Silva or something like that. Not the DJ Silva from Love and Marriage DC, but some other dude, Quicksilver or whatever. I don't know what the man name is. But anyway, the DJ, Shahid or something like that. So she goes to meet with him. He lets her know that he has a 1-year-old child. She asked him how he handles the situation when he gets a new partner, and versus his baby mama, like how does he handle that? And he says he likes to handle things like that immediately, because when you don't do that, it leaves a lot of space and room for one to assume situations and believe, oh well, what you got going on, what you trying to hide, you don't want me to know about this and that. So he doesn't like that type of drama, so he likes to go ahead and clear things up immediately. He also pretty much lets her know that if your man is taking this long to let you know something, this man is playing games, okay? Either you trying to be with this girl long term or you not. And I didn't really disagree with what he had to say. I really didn't. So yeah, there's that. Meeting with Dr. Nicole. Let's get into that. Otis and Charlie, so they both wanted quality time with each other is what they say, but they both have different definitions of what that quality time is supposed to look like for each other. And I'm like, I see y'all are going to have different definitions. Y'all are going to have, they just don't know how to communicate. And I can't say that is Charlie, because I feel like sometimes when Charlie tries to talk, he shuts her down. And I don't, and it's like he just don't be wanting to hear what she got to say, even though he be saying that he be listening to her. It don't seem like you listen to her because you never want to let her talk. Because when she do talk, you listen so that you can immediately respond to what she's saying instead of just listening to her to understand where she's coming from. So they're gonna forever have issues. It's taking him some time to grasp that. All right. So Charlie wants words of affirmations, but Otis only gives her, I guess, notes or whatnot, telling her things that she needs to work on, things she needs to fix, but not telling her how great she is at something, or I love when you do that or anything. So he's not hyping her up. All right. Otis says that his words of affirmation aren't received well, and it's mainly, I think, is because his approach is always wrong. That's why it's not received very well from you, sir. Yes, thank you so much, Tracy. 228 people plus in the room, only 76 likes. Okay, can we please get that like button up, please? Thank you. That was a BS answer from DJ Silver. Sir, you're only 1 year into fatherhood. Oh, that's a great observation, Kiana. That's only 1 year into fatherhood. The bigger question should have been, what's the background with you and the child's mother? I think that was I didn't even catch that. That's a really good observation, Kiana. You are so right. He has only been there for 1 year. So I guess it sounds like what's that man name is Fonzo was making it seem like He was just telling you what it is that he wanted you to hear. Well, sucks to be him right now. What else? How many people have to tell Shay the same thing? That man ain't serious about you. Right. He's very comfortable with where they are now. These people are focusing on the amount of time they put in and want to get married based off of that and not the quality of their relationship. I think a lot of people do that too. Kenneth needs to leave. Oh, okay. Kenneth needs to leave her and go and grow individually. Everything isn't about money. It doesn't excuse how she treats Ken. I do think he needs to go off and work on himself individually and understand his worth. And I understand that everything isn't about money, but I feel like when it comes to relationships, over time, it is. It is. I think it does become about money or pulling, like, a person is going to start feeling like they're putting more into the relationship than someone else. So I think everything isn't about that initially, but I think over time it does become that. Especially if that's something that a person may have complained about and they're not seeing you working towards that and you're not elevating, it kind of comes off like they're just in a one-sided partnership. Like, when are you going to meet me halfway? And I do feel like, all that lovey-dovey, being a sweet person, being, a person's best friend and all of that can only go so far. I think finances, which is one of the reasons a lot of people get divorced. And I think sex is another one. I think those are the top two reasons people are like, I gotta go. Shay is doing the most. Don't think Shorty is to blame, but she needs to leave the relationship. She created this baggage by not cutting it off completely with him. Time and time again, letting this man stalk you. Girl, that man should have been out when he sat up there and took pictures of her damn bank records. Like, what you need that for? What you need that for? And then he gonna sit up there in the at the damn meeting with Dr. Nicole when Shorty had said, what did she say? Shorty said, oh yeah, so when she went on a date with Tavian, she felt like she likes when somebody else leads. She doesn't always like to be the leader all the time. Kenneth takes Shorty complaints of Tavian as a jab towards him. Kenneth doesn't like that she doesn't acknowledge any of his good deeds, right? So Shorty says that she pays the bills, so she do expect him to cook, and you're not finna get like no praises off of something you should be doing. You're not doing nothing else. So yeah, clean the house. And I feel like that would be the same thing that men would do when they come home. Like, yeah, I work and everything. So I mean, like, would you consider cooking or whatnot? Or like, I mean, clean up, you know what I'm saying? Cook some, clean up some, whatever. So she's putting that same thing off on him and feeling like he not getting no prize for that. Like, you should be doing something. What else? Kenneth, this is when he goes off and says something like, what you talking about? Like, we both pay bills up in there. Well, I pay majority of the bills. And here goes Shay. Like, she rolls her eyes. Here go, what's her name? Charlie looking like, not from what I heard. Like, her face was definitely giving, like, I ain't hear all that. You know what I'm saying? Fonzo laughing because he already know that boy ain't got his stuff together. Like, I'm not finna sit up here and play with Kenneth. Kenneth, you sat up there and told the girl that you finna go out on a date with next week, the girl that knows Shorty, you sat up there and told this woman that you're a general contractor. First you said you was an entrepreneur, but we don't know what it was that you were doing. Then you say you're a general contractor, baby. What's that? And then you went from that to talking about you got a food blog. Somebody make it make sense for me. I'm sorry, I'm not finna and you talk about you pay majority of the bills. Sir, no, we don't believe you. You need more people and you need more money. Sorry. And I don't know, maybe he's slang a little bit. Let me not put that out there about that man. I don't know what that man do. But from Shorty, I think I know what he don't do. Okay, so what else? Then Kenneth says that then he tells her, you just started making more money than me. I was like, well, according to Shorty, like, I mean, you came into the game not having it all together. So what are you talking about? I cannot. And I believe everything she said. What else? He said, you just started making more money than me. And then Kenneth says that he's tired of trying to show his worth to her. Kenneth says that he's tired of being her puppet. I don't know, Kenneth. Like, it's just not clicking for me. Like, your brother said that you was a puppet. So now you take your brother's words and you just believe that you're a puppet. But if you was a puppet for me, if you were her puppet to me, I feel that when she says go get a job or whatever the case is, you will go and do those things. If you were really her puppet and she's pulling the strings or whatever, the things that she requires of you or asks of you, you would have went ahead and accomplished. And you only feel a way, in my opinion, about the things that she has to say when she throws it up in your face because you know that you have not followed through on those very things that she's asked you about. That's what I think. Now, I will say this. Shorty definitely gives him a lot of heat. So I understand some of you guys that feel like Shorty should lead this relationship. I definitely agree. And she should accept some fault just as much as he does, because you were the one that continued to accept him at the low totem pole that he has been at for such a long time. And then now you over here trying to get him the third degree for actions in which you chose to accept. Okay, for pretty much your own actions. You try to get him the third degree about this. So, I mean, if you don't want him, then don't talk to him. Go ahead and free yourself. This time when you free yourself, girl, you might need to get you a security person, because he definitely, every time she's tried to free herself, he's been right there at the job. He's been right there on the right there on the corner by the house or whatnot. But here's the other thing, everybody feeling like, oh, you know what, Kenneth, she's so rude to him, she talks to him. This is why I just don't have a whole lot of sympathy for him. This man, as we forget, literally went to her page, her job's Facebook page, and spoke negatively of her, damn near trying to get the woman fired. Like, what? Then you going and you taking pictures of her damn bank statements. Are you serious? And didn't even really want to speak on the issues. And his response to what he did was, I know I need to work on myself. I know I need to get this together. I don't know. You've been doing this for a long time. Okay. What we need to talk about is why the fuck you thought that it was so cool for you to take pictures of my shit. Now, Shorty, I have a question for you. Why is it so easily accessible for him to get to this shit if he already ain't pulling his weight? So, I mean, girl, he would have had none of my goddamn baby records. I don't give a fuck about mine. Okay. Only bank records you probably could get is if we were to get married and we came into this marriage together, then you can get that. But whatever was mine before we got here is going to be mine, and you don't need access to that. Okay? So that's just how I feel. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Shorty should be calling Ken's mom. I wish my man would call my mom or dad on me. I feel like it's okay to call his mama if she telling her, this is what the fuck you raised. That's so mean. Don't call that lady and say that. But she needs to know. All right. And honestly, she really shouldn't call his mom, because again, this your child. Okay, you don't give a fuck no way. So, okay. And the mama probably don't, because she could be a mom, not putting everything off on her, but she could be a mom. Well, girl, I tried to steer them right. I tried to tell them this. At the end of the day, when a person becomes an adult, they're going to do what they want to do. So, I mean, girl, I'm just as hopeless and helpless as you. So, what you going to do? You going to stay or you finna go? What you going to do? Because obviously, I'm stuck. I'm his mama. So, but you have a choice here, ma'am. Do you want to stay or what do you want to do? He's grown as hell. He's grown as hell. It's the reason she talks to him like that. He won't get away. It's obvious he's one of those leeches. It's hard to pull off. Okay. I think Shorty came on the show for a safe space to break up with Ken. Ken is dangerous, right? Parents know the kids they raise. LOL. Ken mama know he ain't. And that's probably what it is. She about know. Okay. I tried to do the best, girl, and he gonna do what he want to do. So what you want to do? Okay. Do you want to stay or you want to go? Fonzo is the type to have women everywhere. He doesn't have to marry Shay because she's one. And she's okay. Because she one is okay with it. And two, he has many options. Yeah, Shay just wants to be the front runner in his life. And she said that. And I guess that's just how he digests it. As long as she knows she's number one, but she's not gonna feel satisfied with being number one until I guess the mama knows. But I don't know, girl. I mean, if you got the baby mama that's so cool with the mama going on trips and stuff, and the baby mama is sitting over here on some the love of my life, girl, it's gonna be hard for her to just go away, honey. Because it seems like her job and her mission is to snatch him from you, or to make herself feel better knowing that he's not completely yours and she can get on whenever she wants. And she probably used that little baby as a pawn too. just to get whatever else it is that she wants. Right. So what else happened? So Shay and Shaheed, okay, she talked about the date and how he let her know more about her man Fonzo and how he possibly out here playing games. Dr. Nicole asked her, does she see Fonzo being more intentional about things? Okay, because you know she gave him a list of things he needs to do to get Shay into the fold with the family. Shay says, yes, I see that he's trying, but I also see that I need to do my work and be more understanding or whatnot. I don't know if I agree with that 100%. Like, I mean, I think sometimes Shay does go overboard so she can be more understanding. But at the same time, I feel like within the amount of time you've been in this relationship, based on how it's been, I feel like you have been understanding. So how much more understanding really do you need to be when it comes to him bringing you into the fold with the family? I don't know. I kind of feel like Shay was giving herself yet another excuse to want to just hang on. Maybe I need to be more understanding. I think she's moving the goalpost a little bit. Maybe there's some things I need to work on, or this and not. Granted, you do need to work on some stuff, but in terms of the mom situation, like I don't know. I kind of disagree with that. What else we got? What else ended up happening? Oh yeah, Shay spoke on the rules that she gave the girl and stuff. Um, she also says that, you know, if it was her, first of all, she was cool with the girl. Girl was very pretty until she saw her turn around, and the shorts was definitely up her butt. Shay did not really like that. And she says now when it came down to if it was her, Fonzo would be like, where you going? You ain't leaving the house like that. What you doing? She says, but oh, when this girl comes to the house and she has these short shorts on, oh, he was just so happy to go. And I'm like, Shay, I see some of your problem. You really do create scenarios in your damn head. You do. You create a lot of the bullshit that happens with you. You be creating it on your own. It's very sad to watch. I don't think that man was super excited about going nowhere with her because her shorts was up her ass. Like I don't think he at all. I think he was glad to just get the hell out the house. Right? Okay, meet somebody else new. Not that he was trying to date or whatever. But I think he was looking forward to that. But I don't think he was just happy about no damn shorts being up his girl ass. Girl, women can have on pants and he still gonna probably get at them how he get at them. What else? Shay has gone to the doctor, her mom, her aunt, and no venting to her date about Fonzo. Or you mentioned, and now venting to her date about Fonzo, and they all told her the same thing. Yes, she still won't move her feet. Right. Same thing, different ways. Shay wasting our time, honestly, because I don't care how many ways and how many people can tell her that she needs to leave. She just wants the lifestyle from what it looks like. Yeah, and I also feel like she's holding on to the history of what it was. You know, I think she's just holding on. Oh, we've been together for so long, and it's that. And also, I feel like it's a lot of things. I also feel like a little bit of it is to prove a point to that ex-girl that's out here saying that she is or he's the love of her life, right? So I think she out, women being silent competition like that. So I can see that being the case as well. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, so what else ended up taking place? I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, that was it. Dr. Nicole just told her, like, sometimes you just need to chill the hell out. Like, you'll never see how he's going to move if you don't allow him to move how he's going to move. Okay, so let him go out there, do his thing, experience things how he needs to, and based on how he operates, then that's going to show you enough of how you want to move with this relationship. He either going to show you he got respect for you, or he has absolutely no respect for you in the relationship, and just go from there. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. Why can't I see this one? What does it say? Okay. I want Shay to stop checking what apps creating problems with these women over Fonzo. True. That could be it. Could Shay's issue be she doesn't want the next one to have him? Girl, move on. Yeah. And that's the thing. I think is that and the ex-girl, okay, not wanting to prove anything to her that she was just one of those fly-by-night girls that was just gonna come and go. I think she's still trying to etch her place in his life, but more than his life, in the mama, especially the ex-girlfriend's life. Like, I'm here to stay. Like, I am that BIT. Yeah. You thought I was just gonna come in and leave? No, BIT, I'm here. I have arrived. Okay. So what's up? What else is going on? So she's definitely Given all of that, Shay is too obsessive, as Fonzo needs to take the relationship more serious. Fonzo is afraid of conflict. Yes, I think his mama probably created that in him, because he is so not willing to check her at all. So not willing to check her. And I think that probably, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he don't like conflict at all. He's a very friendly person. All right, you guys, we are about to switch over. Another reviewer was on the verge of not reviewing Put a Ring on It because she said something serious happened. She hinted at it being Ken, who was the reason why she didn't want to continue. Interesting. Now, what did Ken do? Ain't that something? Now, did Shorty confirm that they were still together? I haven't heard that. Last time I thought that Shorty kind of subtly hinted at not being with this man. Because I can't believe that coming from someone who stalked her to force himself in the relationship. Shorty don't know that they still together, right? I hope not. I would hate to see that. I would hate to see that she went through all of this only to still be in this relationship with this man. I can't. Whew, child. Yikes. Well, we are about to move on, honey. Spent a good amount of time talking about Put a Ring on It. Okay, so you guys go ahead and like the video. We are about to transition over, and we are about to get into Love and Marriage DC. Okay, I want to go over here and check the poll to see what y'all put over here in the poll, child. Help the people, because I asked y'all if y'all feel like it was a good show or not. So let me see. I hope I didn't put it on the other page. Let me see if I have the poll over here. If not, I'll put it up here. If it's not over here, give me 1 second. 1 second. Let's see here. I just want to see what you guys are saying. Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. We are about to get into some things. Okay? What you said, it ain't even, what? I ain't even believing that. Look what happened with, oh, you ain't believing that? Look what happened with Married at First Sight. Okay, let me switch over. I don't think I put it on the right page. Yeah, I don't think I put it on the right page, but I wanted to get you guys, or did I? It's up here. Why I can't see it? Oh, okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. So I see a lot of you guys actually enjoyed. There we go. There we go. A lot of you guys actually enjoyed Love and Marriage DC. Okay. A lot of y'all enjoyed Love and Marriage DC. Okay. Okay. Are we gonna talk about it? Let's see. I'm gonna wait to hear your thoughts. Then I'll decide if I want to watch it. Okay. I didn't watch it yet. I'm watching your review first, so I won't be disappointed. I'll be honest, y'all. I think y'all should watch it on your own instead of my thoughts, because for me, being honest, the episode was extremely boring for me. And I was like, last night, I was like, am I like reality showed out or something? Like, am I just tapped out right now? Like, what is, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't crazy about it. And then I was just telling myself, get them a chance, because at one point, with Love and Marriage Huntsville, like, you didn't know any of them. I only knew Melody because I had already been friends with her on Facebook before she even got to, like, years before she even did the show. So I'm like, okay, like, I really watched off of the strength of her. But I'm like, I didn't know them, so I'm gonna check it out to see what it's giving or whatever like that. But this right here, like, I don't know. It's just, we're gonna watch it though. I will say that, like, it does. The first episode just did not hit hard. It's like what I thought. I don't know what I was thinking, but I just was like, oh, okay. I'll be honest. I was a little confused with Monique and Chris's relationship. I saw people on Twitter saying, so wait a minute, y'all had issues in Potomac and now y'all bringing issues over here to Love and Marriage DC. Oh, okay. Y'all still going through the same issues for years. I was like, okay. Then I saw some people saying, but you was just making your relationship perfect over there on Potomac, and then now you want to come over here to Love and Marriage Huntsville and act like y'all really got issues. I ain't saying her marriage was perfect, but I will say that I was confused on the issues. Like when we got towards the end and they kept talking about a damn list, I said, what the fuck is a list? They did not. Shout out to production because they said, what is this list? I said, thank you. Because we didn't get to see the therapy session. So how are you just going to jump into conversation and we don't even know what's happening prior? Okay, thank you. Now break it down. Okay, now okay, got it. But I will say this. Like I said, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to continue to check it out. But the first episode wasn't everything, and probably not everything. Because I'm not crazy. Like, oh my god, I'm a Monique stan. I'm a Monique fan. I'm just watching. Maybe it would have hit different for me, like, oh yeah, my girl back on TV or something like that. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like some of the people, I did a poll over here on YouTube as well as Twitter. Everybody said they enjoyed it. So if you enjoyed it, great. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good thing that you enjoyed it. I feel like the verdict is still out for me. Let's see. Somebody said there were no issues. Monique was just creating issues for no reason. It looked forced to me. But I know I've seen her interviews where she said that they're not going to create any story, you know what I'm saying? Create anything around their marriage. Like that's just not something that they were going to do. But it was confusing. I will say that first episode was definitely looking forced to me. Yeah, with the relationship issues. When it was revealed that Kenneth forwarded Shorty's financial info in his phone, that's when I knew he was a thug. Shorty. Oh, okay. What else? I like it, but the list was something else. Okay. Okay, Lil Jamie in these streets, and I want to see this story. Okay, things she was upset about with Chris are normal things most women deal with in marriages. Men procrastinate. Very true. The friendships seemed manufactured rather than established. Ooh, shit. Not the show is giving low budget. The title cards, the intro. Oh wow. I'm more interested in the other couples, not Monique's relationship. Okay. I'm ready to get into winter and this 60-year-old man in his mama basement. Y'all miss it. Girl, she had me so confused about that list for her husband. I didn't like how she felt the way that them people didn't want to talk about their issues at the anniversary. Like, what the fuck? Stay on topic. I think it's going to take 3 to 4 episodes. Irena and Ashley are going to be an issue. Okay, I could see that, Tina. I'm definitely going to continue to watch. Definitely going to continue to watch. Definitely going to come back and have conversations with you guys regarding the show. Okay. Somebody says the list was unclear, but I think she wanted him to write down things that he is passionate about and not doing things that they agree to do. Seems like he is not deep enough. Excuse me. I can see that. I think he feels like he provides enough. And he doesn't have, like, you happy because I give you this type of lifestyle that you technically would not have without me. So I'm good. I ain't got no issues. I'm good. You're free to do whatever it is you want. All women, not all, but most women would kill to have this type of opportunity that you have. I understand the list issue as I am going through something similar to my, okay, with your husband. Okay, got you. Okay. I know y'all want to see her fail, but she's thriving despite fiery darts coming from her haters. I don't think a lot of people want to see her fail. I think people are just giving their honest opinion. If it wasn't hitting for them, it wasn't hitting for them, Michelle. Girl, what? Yeah, it was all right. I was being nice in my poll because it takes a few episodes to build up the background stories. Agreed. And I think that's the same thing I was thinking about with Candy in the game. When a lot of people felt like they weren't interested or whatnot. I'm like, we just hang in there. I think it's going to get better. They are in their first season. So Monique and Chris did say they are having issues on Potomac. They were seeing their pastor for marriage counseling. Okay, why did Monique keep referring to that other show? She probably didn't want to give a lot of publicity. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got enough, right? So she probably didn't want to even reference them a whole lot. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, she said at one time, like Real Housewives of Potomac, that other show. I don't know. Maybe that's her thing. Maybe she want everybody to refer to them as that other show. I think her fans will follow suit and start calling it that other show. Monique is still complaining, still boring, still unhappy in her marriage. Who will she protect her issues? or who will she project her issues on now? Irina actually kind of aggravated me shading Winter about her story she was sharing at Monique's event. Okay. Because it wasn't hitting for me at all. Let's keep going. Jamie, read the comments. You are not one of my Mo's fans. Hold up, Jamie, read the comments. You are not one of Mo's fans, but I love you anyway. No, I'm not a fan. Not at all. But I will say that I'm giving her an opportunity to show me a different side this season. So yeah, that's just that. I definitely was not a fan. It's not a surprise to anybody. As she was on Real Housewives of Potomac. But I say this all the time on my channel, people have a right to change. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna check her out and see what she giving. And I'm gonna call it how I call it, whether that aligns with your thoughts or not. Nobody wants the show to fail. That's a stretch. Right. And I also feel like saying that they want her to fail is like saying they want Carlos King to fail. And I don't think a lot of people want that of Carlos at all. So also, if they kids are not 18 or older, I don't want to see them. Then they get mad when people give their opinions. She didn't mention it because of Bravo versus On. I can see that. I feel like she made it clear she was afraid. Chris would sweep things under the rug. She said he thinks being a provider automatically makes him a good husband. Yes. I definitely can see that, as I was mentioning earlier. I think he thinks because he provides everything, like, I'm good. Like I don't have to do anything. You know, you got this type of lifestyle that a lot of people wish that they would have. Carlos King hyped it up so much, so we are waiting in anticipation that the first episode was going to be a banger. Not got it. Yeah. Of course that's his job, but Carlos also did that when it came to Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? The first episode gave. He said something to people like, he said, if you wasn't really into the first episode, he said the second episode is what you really want to see. And the second episode was extremely boring for a lot of people, right? Hence the reason the doggone views about dropped. Nobody was rushing to go and see it. I mean, it was Mother's Day though, so I mean, maybe that had an effect on it too. But all in all, he did hype up that second episode, and for me, the episode was not that girl. What else? Monique is a pretty woman with a beautiful family, but she's just not interesting, and it's cringe how desperate she is for the spotlight. Acceptance. Okay. Dang. Well, let's just go ahead and get into some things. Let's get into some things. I just don't see the purpose of the group being friends outside of forcing an ensemble cast. We need the cast to have most background. Okay. Y'all act like Love and Marriage Huntsville was hitting out of the gate. I don't think it was. Not initially, but I think like towards the end of that season, they definitely started to get into some things. So at the end of the first season, so I think that could potentially be the same thing for Love and Marriage DC, which is the reason why I'm going to continue to watch and see if I can give it more of a chance. But I also think y'all may not like it, but those are other people's opinions. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really can't be mad if that's how they feel. If you felt like it was a banger, if you support Monique all the way down to the ground, I think that's simply okay. And that's you and that's your opinion. But if somebody else don't feel that way, I think that's okay too. They don't have to go up for everything, right? Only person that have anything to me was the one with the shaved side. Oh, the only one that gave anything. I mean, Monique did say winter is going to be a mess. She definitely said that. Monique needs to send her kids by the grandparents for a month so she and Chris can focus on rebuilding their relationship. I think that's probably why the family went on a trip to Africa, to try to reconnect, And she also said she loves to do things for her kids. She wants them to be able to have that type of experience too, which is why she probably brought them along. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, brought them along on that trip, which I think is kind of dope. I didn't even bother with Love and Marriage Huntsville all first season because it was boring. So it may get better. I'll give it a chance. Yeah, I think, we can give it a chance. I think it'll get better. It's just the first episode for me was like, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I mean, the trailers haven't even been that exciting for me, but I'm still gonna be tuned in for sure. But let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, when the show first comes on, I hear somebody rapping. I really thought that was Monique. I still think that was Monique. I think if you go back and you play that person, because y'all know Monique used to do her rapping and so she used to be a rapper or whatnot. I think they gave her that little spot in the intro when it first came on. I'm not sure. But what else I wanted to highlight was whenever they went to Monique's house, they played this similar music to what we see on Real Housewives of Potomac. I said, okay, I see what you did there. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I see what you did there. Monique talked about having reality PTSD. And I thought that was funny because it made me think about old girl, since she's saying that show over there. I'm gonna say old girl over there that had she was going through her, I guess, her PTSD moment after the incident happened, and people gave her a lot of flack for that. And I said, okay, so it's okay for Monique to say she had PTSD, reality TV, whatever, PTSD, and then return and everybody feel like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some people did give her some heat for that. So I just be like, okay, be an equal opportunity roaster or critiquer across the board. All right. But either way, she has a right to change her mind, as I've already said. So she decided to return to reality TV. Y'all were definitely going up on Twitter with the comments. OK, feeling as though when she's done interviews, she didn't like how people were trying to play with her marriage over there at Real Housewives of Potomac, and people saying, and now you want to come to Real House to Love and Marriage DC and put your marriage on display. Yeah, that's not adding up. You guys are a mess. You are a mess. I think it's just going to show something different, right? When it comes to her marriage on DC, I don't think it's going to be more so about the rumors people tried to bring into the play. I think it's just going to show the dynamics that we may not have gotten to see all the time because of whatever reason over there on Potomac. Okay. All right. She says the person that we will see is the person that has always been there, but because she felt like she was in a box, she never got a chance to really show us who she really is. Okay. What else ended up happening? Monique is having an event. Okay, y'all know she does have her Not for Lazy Moms, and I think that's the podcast, Not for Lazy Moms, but she also has the Mila Eve Essentials or something like that. She has her essential line too. Okay, so what else did we see? Ashley Silva arrives. Ashley Silva, very pretty woman. I think I may like her. Some part of me makes me think I'm going to like Winter more than I like Ashley. Ashley gives me that. It's something about her where she just thinks she the baddest girl ever. Like, I'm just, you can't hold a candle to me. I'm so pretty. I'm this, that, and the other. Yeah, but are you genuine? Yeah, but are you authentic? So we are going to see. I feel like Winter is a person that's just going to put it all out there, and what you do with it is what you're going to do with it. Right. So I feel like she coming out the gate, like living in her truth, her honesty or whatever, just from the shaved head lets me know that she don't care a lot about what people think about her. So I'm like, okay, even though Winter may be problematic, we might end up liking Winter, but it's just the first episode. So we're going to see how the season plays out. Right. They also have 2 kids together. DJ Quick got a whole, what is it? DJ Quick, he got a whole lot going on. Quicksilver got a whole lot going on. I think he has businesses. He, of course, is a DJ. He throws a lot of parties and stuff. So he has a lot that's requiring him to actually not be at home as much as Miss Ashley would like for him to be. All right. So we meet Irena Tyler. She happens to be married to Jamie Tyler, but I cannot recall how long they've been married. I feel like she said 26 years, but don't quote me, okay? She got about 3 businesses. She has 3 children. One of her children has a vision impairment or whatnot, and this is something new to me on reality TV because I don't feel like we see a lot of this where people's disabilities are fully visible, right? So I thought that was interesting. I will say that her mom does a lot for her and for her son. You know, I feel like that's how my mama is. My mama will definitely drop what she's doing at the drop of a dime. Even if you tell her not to come, she's on her way. And I think that's great support for her to have. What else? So we meet Winter. Okay, we learned that Winter and Monique have actually been friends for about 16 years. Okay, now I felt like Winter was going to be a person that Monique may end up having an issue with at a later time. But I mean, I'm like, they've been friends for 16 years. So maybe at this point, Monique knows how to handle Winter. We are going to see they're going to have a difference of opinion at some point, but they may be able to work through that very quickly. Okay, Winter immediately came out at the not for Lazy Moms event. She was very vocal about her past relationship. She also was married to a man that was in the NFL, but he ended up getting their nanny pregnant, cheating on her with the nanny, getting her pregnant, and then having a whole nother child outside of that. So she decided to leave the marriage. Now, I don't know if Winter has any children of her own, though. That's what I did not learn. Now we get to Irina and Jamie. So they're about to have their anniversary party. And the ladies suggest that they have a Q&A party, or something like have a Q&A, because they want to know how were they able to keep their marriage together for a long time. And I can't say that would be a bad idea. It's just depending on how they would have that set up. You know what I'm saying? How they would have their whole thing set up. But I mean, maybe they don't want that. Maybe they just want to celebrate their wedding. I think if they were to, celebrate their anniversary now, I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh, Monique, that's so lame. That's so corny. Why would you suggest that? I'm like, it actually doesn't sound like it would be that bad of a thing. They probably could limit it to being like a quick little 20-minute Q&A or whatever, or just answer some questions or whatnot, and then get y'all a party on, because maybe that could be a brand that the Tylers could take on as their own and probably go on doing tours and talking to people that's been in these long-term marriages and, you know, having trying times. So it really could be a spinoff of a moneymaker for them, really. So I didn't really think that it was that bad. What else did we see? Chris. We learned that Chris prides himself on being a stand-up guy for his wife and for his children. He over there in the gym working out. Monique interrupts. He sends her off to go do her thing. They end up sitting down at the counter and they're having, you know, some conversations, okay, about some stuff. But I think before we got to that point, let me scroll down and see, because I think he was still having that conversation with her. That's where we ended. I'll get back to them when we come back around, because that's kind of where they ended up. But when he said that he sees himself as a stand-up guy, for me, I did automatically think, oh, okay, so you feel like you ain't got to do a whole lot, which makes sense, because remember when they was on Potomac, Monique kind of was stressed out about how she had to do all of this for the kids. I think her kids are homeschooled. She had to do all this for the kids, trying to pick up her business, trying to do this or that. But his big grown ass felt like, oh, well, I need you to pack my bag. Or I got to go on the trip. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Right. So I think he could often at times probably treat her like she a maid or something like that, because he provides the lifestyle. So the least you could, oh, girl, it sound like Shorty, don't it? I'm providing the lifestyle for you. So then I expect you to be able to do whoop, 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 whoop. And some of it is like, not if you can do some of this yourself. Hello. Right. So there's that. Let's go ahead and get to Irina and Jamie. I don't know if I'm gonna like Jamie. I don't think I'm gonna like his views too much. I think it's okay to be a tough parent, but at some point you legit have to allow your children to make the moves that they're gonna make. And I feel like when his son gets in a bind, they show up for Jamie. They be like, we got your bag, we're gonna be here for you, we're gonna take care of this, we're gonna take care of that. But that's not Jamie's fault, in my opinion. I feel like not little Jamie's fault. That's y'all fault, because y'all as parents can make a decision on how far you're going to go. Like, okay, so you need 3,000 for what? Okay, well then give me the situation. What happened? How did you get yourself here? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, let me tell you what I could do for you. I can give you 500. You know what I'm saying? Or I can't do da. Or you know what I'm saying? You don't have to always give. Now that they are an adult and they got to get it how they, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like little Jamie could have been a spoiled ass child. And then along the way, at some point, they probably stopped giving him his way, started being a little harder on him or whatnot. But then at the same time, giving him the he wants. It's like, girl, y'all need to figure it out. All right. So they have a son. We talked about that. He has a disability. Jamie, we learned he's not speaking to his son at this time. I want to know more about what happened, because he's talking about he ain't speaking to his son right now. But then you get to Miss Irina and me Irina over here talking about some girl, they've been having issues since he was a teenager. And I'm just like, well, why is that? Why is it? Was he being too hard? Was he not at home as much as he should have been? Did daddy do some things in the marriage, girl, which is probably why they don't really want to talk about it for real. But did the daddy do some things within the marriage that made his son, or in his parenting, that made the son start looking at him in a different way, in a different light, and feeling like, I don't have to respect you, F you? So it's definitely, what's going on? What was it, Father? What did you do, sir? What did you do for your son to not be rocking with you like that? And y'all been having this type of issue since y'all were younger. Did you leave your wife at some point? I feel like we probably gonna get to the details of that as the season go on. What did you do? Because he did something. Okay, it's not just a little boy. All right, a lot of people like to feel like it's the child. The child is wrong, and you did this and that, and I'm the parent, and I'm this and that. But people be forgetting that these kids are actually human too, and they go through shit too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like he should have a little bit of a voice or whatever. But anyway, girl, I think the daddy did some. And the son ain't got that much respect for him like he used to. Mm-mm. Anyway, let's get on. What else? So, Irina invites the kids to the anniversary. So I think they have 2 boys and a daughter, and she invited everybody to the anniversary party. And knowing he's not talking to his son, for me, Jamie, you like to create issues, okay? Whether it's like, I don't know, I think you walk around, and I don't know, this is just off the first episode. I think you walk around like you the king and everybody needs to bow to you at any given moment. What you say, go whoop-de whoop-de, whatever. Okay. I don't know. I need more details. This is just what I'm thinking from the initial beginning. Okay. So when Miss Irena says, oh, well, you know, I invited little Jamie, and he said, well, is he gonna come? And she was like, well, I don't know if he gonna come. I mean, I always come, but I don't know if he gonna come. And he gonna get in the confessional or something. So if he don't come, it's gonna piss me off or something like. It's gonna be a problem. He ain't talked to you in months. I mean, like, at this point, you shouldn't be surprised that he may not show up for real. So why would it be a problem? If he don't come, he ain't coming. Okay? I mean, if you want him to come over there, then tell him you want him to come over there. I'll come over there. All right, so he might come. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, girl, I was like, you like problems, don't you, sir? You like problems. And then you know what else is interesting to hear him say, you know, my dad was very tough on me, and my dad was like this, and my dad was like that, you know. So it sounds like the way his dad was with him, he took some of that, or probably a lot of that, and applied it to his son. And I just kind of feel like sometimes people don't sit back enough and reflect on their parents' parenting to recognize that maybe your parents didn't do it right. Maybe they did it to the best of their ability, but it doesn't mean that their way was always right. Okay. And some of how parents have raised their kids have led them to be who they are today. And some of it has been from their kids' own indecisions. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. Like, my dad was like this, so then I decided I'm going to do this. And I guess, sir, anyway, bro. I mean, I guess some of that shit is for you because that's what you want to do. Okay. You want to do that anyway because that's just how you is. But what else do we have? Okay. Yeah, okay. So Silva and Ashley, she doesn't like how he lacks balance with work and family. Okay. It's no judgment, y'all. It's no judgment. And y'all let me know if I'm wrong. But when I saw Ashley and the way she presents herself, and she just so grand, the dining room table was bothering me. Okay, it was bothering me just a little bit, ma'am. Thank you so much, Keisha, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Amy. That dining room table was bothering me, Suzanne. I said, not him over here name dropping all the celebs and the people he worked with and the businesses that he got, and y'all don't went and got this dining room table from Furniture Mart. I just kind of, was it me? Was it me? I don't know. I wanted a big ass. I wanted a table. I don't know. Well, it was giving small home. Like I mean, they don't need a big home, girl. I mean, it's only about 4 of them or something like that. Girl, I'm sorry. Furniture was giving Furniture Mart, period. And that bothered me. When y'all over here doing these name dropping and stuff, and you hopping out the car like you just glamorous. Okay. Ashley, I don't know about Ashley. I want to like Ashley, but the verdict's out. I'm not gonna say I don't like. I dislike anyone. At this time, I like everyone. Everyone on the show, I like. I have no reason to dislike. But we are going to watch and see. And these are just my pure assumptions, okay, of what I think these people are like. Okay, so we're just gonna have to see how the season play out. Irina and Jamie, she takes her son to a used car lot, but she tells him, I'm not buying no cars. Okay, she says she's not using her money. I don't believe her. I think Irina loves her son so much, as most mamas do. She probably had to stay on camera. She wasn't gonna buy shit. Okay, but I definitely think that she reached into her private account and she pulled out at least $3,000, 1 to 3, and gave her son some money to get that car. At least a down payment. Like, y'all ain't finna play with me, Miss Orena girl. We know what you over there doing. You just didn't want to get back to your husband because he rude sometimes and disrespectful, for sure. And he probably would have definitely blew a gasket had he found out you gave that boy some money. And I feel like it could come out later. But anyway, So he looking for a car. He chose this blue Acura. I don't know if he got it for sure, but he definitely drove it off the lot. Okay. Irina gets to this moment where she says, your relationship with your dad is really bothering me, that you guys have not talked. So she gets a bit emotional because we're going to find out. It seems like little man may have some felony charges or whatnot. He hangs with the wrong crowd. He smokes a lot of marijuana. He just over here. And that just makes me think that life for him, and I could be wrong, him growing up as a child, his dad was extremely hard on him for whatever reason, because, I'm sure his dad wanted him to make sure he followed down the right path. But that boy probably started to seek out other places to be, to escape the lifestyle that was at home. And so it led him down the wrong path that he eventually gonna have to come back to, right? Come back to like getting back on straight and narrow and getting back to his family or whatnot. What else did I want to say? Yeah, so she's really worried about that. She says, with you being away, you just leaving the house and doing what you want to do. Like, we get really concerned, especially during this climate of not knowing what could happen to you at any moment. Like, we're afraid of getting a phone call. And she was crying, and he looked like he was gonna cry too. And I was like, oh, it's real, girl. It's real out here in these streets. So hopefully what his mom had to say really got through to him, and he continues to do better. Okay. What else happened? So Winter tells Chris. So we get to the party. This is the anniversary party at this point. It's the anniversary party for Irina and for Jamie. And Winter and Chris are talking, and he asks her how her husband is doing, because it seems like she only been married to this man for about a year, right? And then she says, "Oh, we're no longer together," or something like that. He was like, "What?" And then I think he asked, like, he's 60 years old, right? It was just like the questions, I will say, I don't know. Was Monique and them trying to produce or something? Like how they was pulling out the questions? It was like, if these are your friends, it was just a lot of questions going on. Like the conversation should happen just organically, and some of it wasn't coming off as organic. It was coming off as, tell me more because I don't know more, and the camera crew wants to know more, and if y'all don't tell it, then I don't know if it's gonna come out. Like it was just something that was a little off about it. But nonetheless, okay, it was very interesting to hear that her ex-husband was 60 years old. I said, BIT, not you going from an NFL player to a 60-year-old. Girl, you know they're not paying the rent. Or is he paying the rent? Is he paying your rent? Girl, anyway, so she says that they were supposed to celebrate their 1-year anniversary, but instead she ended up getting a text message saying some whatever kind of things, and he decided to move back in with his parents. I said, that's a blessing. That's a blessing to me, to be 60 years old and your parents still living and got a house that you can come back to. Do you know how many people ain't got that? I said, at least he had a place to go, I guess. I mean, it was a little messed up that y'all supposed to be celebrating y'all anniversary, ma'am. I mean, it's a little messed up. I mean, at least he had a place to go. But I mean, it is a bit sad that he's 60 years old and he don't got all his ducks in a row. Why did you marry him again? Because it could not have been for the money, Winter. Come to the front. Why did you marry this man? Don't say it was for love, because Winter, you giving me late 30s, early 40s. You're giving, he probably could have been your dad. Like, what? Why did you marry him? Okay. Did you marry him for what you thought? I want to know, how long was Winter with this 60-year-old before they actually came together? This is what America is needing in this moment. How long was y'all together before y'all got married? Huh? And what was it? Because we're going to hear her say at a later time where she talked about, oh, well, he had me thinking that he was living in this type of home, and come to find out he was living in the basement of his parents' house. And I'm like, oh, wow. Why you ain't found all this out before you put that ring on? Well, I guess anyway, girl, people make mistakes. We fall down, but we get up. What else? So Monique was asking questions, okay, about marriage, all right? And she's talking to Irina and Jamie, and she wants to know more, like, okay, what did you guys do to, what did you guys do to, stay together as long as you have? Like, what is that? Help us out. Tell the people. And they looking like, if you don't sit your ass back, girl, we trying to chill. Ain't nobody trying to talk about this right now. Girl, out of all places, girl, you got my number. You could have been calling me. You gonna wait till we get on camera and you want to ask me some shit like this? Girl, if you don't sit your ass, she was not interested, okay? She was not interested in answering it, but it was making me think one or two things. Actually, two things, okay? One, this is fake, and y'all not, that's not those, these ain't the type of conversations we have when we really hanging out for real. So it makes me think, okay, y'all really ain't got no friendship for real because you don't know this. And then the other thing was, y'all got some things in y'all marriage. So when Kristen brought that up towards the end of the episode, I was thinking the same thing. Like, they must have some things that really happened in their marriage that they're not willing or ready to talk about at this time. Right? Yeah. I hope it ain't got anything to do with no outside children or nothing like that, but who knows? We'll find out later, but it definitely made me think that she didn't want the spotlight on her marriage where she has to answer certain questions because they're not ready, and it may trigger other things within them. And I wonder if it's going to go back to that son being a teenager and some of the things he may have experienced with his parents or with his dad that causes him to have such a lack of respect for him. Okay, so there's that. All right, so let's keep going. Let's get to Monique and Chris, because they did speak on Jamie and Irena not wanting to share more about their marriage, which is their personal, and they ain't got to share it with you. Okay, if they don't want to, just because you idolize the marriage and you feel like, oh my God, they're so great, they made it to this time, they ain't got to share with you. So don't feel no ways. Okay. Chris, he starts talking about this life coach out of nowhere. And it's like, we didn't even know y'all was doing a life coach. We didn't know what was it? So he just starts talking about this life coach out of nowhere. And I said, this is confusing because I don't seem to understand the specifics between Monique and Chris without a clip of the therapy session. Like, why? I still don't have the full basis of what the issue is. Okay. But I feel like it really made sense when they kind of dropped the list and stuff. And when Chris had said, the comment about he feels like he's a stand-up guy in so many words because he's a provider, he ain't got no outside babies, all this other stuff, so he feel like he's totally a catch and he ain't got to do shit else. So Chris keeps telling her to be patient. All right. And she's like, I've been patient for about 10 years or so. Okay. He still wants her to be patient. Monique is asking about a list. Like, you had a therapist, your therapist decided that you were like shutting down. So she called me to be in these meetings. Okay. She called me to come to the meetings. She asked you to make a list, and I have yet to get a list. And I said, child, what the fuck is this list? Okay. That's when the person in the confessional asked, what is this list? Okay. And that's when she said, it's a list about who he is, the things that he likes about himself, what he wants for himself. Okay. I guess letting her an insight into more about her man. All right. So they start arguing over this list or whatever. And Mo thinks that he doesn't want to do the work until he kind of shuts down himself and says, you're right. You're right. You're right. I don't want to do the work. You're right, girl. That's what it is. I ain't trying to work. I ain't trying to work. So what else is going on? What else is going on? So that's what we're going to see. It seems like that's all we're going to get. Minor arguments between Monique and Chris throughout the season. But it seems like we're going to be able to dive deeper into the relationships of the other couples on the show. Right. So there's that. Let's see. Let me go up to the top, see what you guys are talking about. I am from the DMV, so I'm going to try to watch. Yeah, check it out. I think some people skipped at least season 1 of Love and Marriage Huntsville too, though. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. That could be true. Maybe some people. The first episode is mainly introducing the cast. Really, I will give it a few episodes. What else happened? Love and Marriage Huntsville, at least the cast were organic. They were actually friends. That is very true. They all were connected to each other prior to the show coming together. Whereas with these people, I can't say that they were really connected. Like, I think Monique even admitted to meeting Irena by way of what she said. I think the person had did somebody's IG live or something. And it was like recently. And she was like, oh, hey, I want to get to know her. Da, 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 da. And they just formed some type of acquaintanceship or whatnot. I don't know if it was a real friendship, but it seems like the longest friendship she's had, the real friendship to me, is she and Winter. So yeah. Let's see. Plus, I'm all over the ratchet mess that Love and Marriage Huntsville has devolved to. So some normalcy. Boring is a bit welcome right now. Okay, cool. Cool. I have not checked to see if they had producer credits. I'm not sure if anyone else has. I think they are paying homage to the native music of DC, which is go-go. That could be it. I just think it was still Oh, you talking about like the transition between like showing Monique's house and stuff. But that sound, even if they are paying homage, it still sounded like the tunes of Real Housewives of Potomac. But I do think it was Monique rapping in the end, though. I mean, in the beginning. What else? It would be even better if Candace and Chris switched over to Love and Marriage DC. That would be great TV. Nah, I don't think so. I won't want to see them like argue and fight again. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's good that they're on two separate shows, but maybe Carlos could give Katie a job. Katie Ross. Katie been dying to get a job lately, so maybe Katie could go over there and spice it up a little bit. I mean, old girl was going through 3 to 4 packs of sticky notes a day. Right? It was not 3 or 4 with your messy self. What else? Mo acts like it's been years since she's been on TV. She wants to control the narrative. Definitely has not been years. Definitely has not. Maybe it's been like what? Maybe 2. Maybe 1, 2, something like that. I agree. Ashley does seem like she that girl and doesn't need to be friendly to others. She feels not worth it. Hope I'm wrong. I hope we both are. We are going to see. We are definitely going to see. Okay, wrong place, wrong time for that conversation to happen. Valid questions and interests, but timing is everything. You mean like the question about wanting to know more about their marriage and how they're making it work? Yeah, they wasn't really here for that. They wasn't. Oh yeah, I also didn't mention this. His son came. Little Jamie ended up showing up. The son did come to the party, and when he came, he looked good though. I was like, okay, then Jamie. Okay, Jamie looked handsome. Jamie came in, went and talked to his dad, and pretty much apologized. It sounded like I think his dad could have apologized to him or whatnot. It was weird because the dad really wanted him to show up, but at the same time, the dad didn't look like he was super happy to see his son there. And it's like, do you lack emotion around your child? And when you told your son, he said something. I think he said he loved him or something like that. And the boy and Jamie was like, yeah. It feels good to hear you say those things. Okay, so all you knew how to be was a parent that dictated be hard on their child, but you were a parent that did not emote, therefore not showing him how to be an emotional man or tap into his emotions. So I need to know more about Irena and Jamie. I need to know about the history. If y'all gonna bring these kids onto the show, baby, I want to know the dynamics. And sir, Jamie, you are not perfect as you walk around here dictating and expecting your kids to be perfect. You done did something, baby. And I would love to know what it was. Man, this is my anniversary. I ain't trying to answer no questions. Wrong time. Wrong time. It wasn't just Monique who wanted the Q&A. That is true. DJ Quicksilver was asking questions too. Was Ashley? I thought Ashley was as well. Maybe it wasn't Ashley, but it was DJ Quicksilver. Yeah. They was all trying to get into the business. No Q&A at the party. Good idea, but wrong time. Okay, y'all. I mean, I feel like it could have worked if it was set up that way, right? If they actually had had the chairs up there and did a little Q&A, then they partied and everybody celebrated them. But as far as being around the table, it was a bit awkward. Nobody had drinks. It was just an empty table. Everybody sitting around, forced to sit close, tight next to each other. Then they asked these questions that didn't necessarily fit. I think it would have probably came off maybe a little better. It still probably would have got shot down by Irena and Jamie if they were sitting at a table where they had drinks and stuff and they're having small talk or whatever. Just like, hey, let me ask you some questions about your marriage. Maybe it would have went over well. I think it would have got shot down, but from a viewer's perspective, I think it probably would have went over well. Michelle, you have not missed the Love and Marriage Huntsville review. I am going to get into that shortly as we finish DC. Portia made a series of very bad decisions. I still like her. Maybe because I didn't watch her family reality show. Oh, okay. Y'all talking about Real Housewives. Okay, cool. Oh, I like Jamie. He's actually the only one I really like. I find their family story the most interesting right now. They appear, but obviously aren't perfect. You mean the dad? You like the dad? Not little Jamie, but the dad. Okay, and I agree. I think that their family is right now the most interesting ones for sure. I agree. So honestly, y'all, as I watched the show, like I said, it was a bit boring to me for sure it was boring. I was like, am I tapped out of reality show? Like, what's going on? But as I do the review with y'all, it definitely for me is giving more than what I felt I saw as I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, the episode really wasn't that bad as I'm talking it out. Watching it, as I'm talking, not bad. So I think that there is still, I think there is good potential for it. So we just got to make sure that we stay tuned in and continue to check out the show. I think Lil Jamie is a little spoiled and had a drug problem. Typically suburban kid trying to be hood, okay, and hang with the wrong crowd. Exactly. And that also makes me feel like Cachet, I'm sorry, I feel like I keep messing your name up, but that also makes me feel like, again, there was something happening in the home and he was seeking something that was not in his home that he felt he was going to find outside, which makes me feel like the dad definitely did something and wasn't perfect. And, somewhere in his younger years, the little boy shaped, not he a man now, but at some point when he was a kid, he shaped his perspective, a certain perspective about his dad. When Lil Jamie mentioned that weed made him do some crazy things, I'm like, nah, it only make you hungry, sleepy, or was it something else? Listen, I don't know. I ain't gonna put that on him, but I have heard people be lacing their stuff. So I don't know. Maybe he had a different type of one. I think, girl, the way they coming out with the marijuana is different ranges. Okay, maybe he had a range of 10. I don't know. Lil Jamie gives me, I'm rebellious and I'm in the streets, but I'm not really about that street life. Not at all. Not at all. And be sitting up there, them be the main ones that be sitting up there looking sad when they homeboy get caught up, and then you the one that's up there guilty technically by association. Gonna be sitting up there looking dumb if it was a RICO charge. Not speaking that over Jamie at all, but I'm just speaking on just in general. When we look at Gunna and Young Thug, I don't think Gunna is that bad of a guy. I don't know him. But I don't think I've really seen him being no type of drama for real. But then here it is, sir. You done got caught up on a charge that ain't got nothing to do with you, all because of affiliation. Y'all gonna learn one day. I don't be understanding the kids. I don't get no. Hopefully he learned, child. Hopefully with him being on TV and getting a little bit of celebrity-ness about him, he'll probably, shift directions and change and stuff. I don't know if he gets a check from the show too, but we'll see. Oh, not they laced the weed out in the DMV with a little, oh wow. Okay, I don't even know what that is, but it sounds very serious. Okay, the Q&A should have been left for something more intimate. A party is for fun and celebrations, not asking questions about the tough parts of their marriage. Girl, Missy can. All right, so that was pretty much everything that took place on Love and Marriage DC, girl. Definitely going to come back on next week and tune into it. And I hope that you guys do as well. So let's go ahead and transition real quick. All right, y'all go ahead and like that video. We are about to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then we're going to talk about the nightcap shortly thereafter. Okay, so you guys go ahead. Y'all don't let me forget to talk about the nightcap, child. I don't want to forget now. Don't let me forget. All right, go ahead and like the video. We have over 400 people in the chat, almost 500 people. So please go ahead and hit the like button. I'm making a note for myself. All right, now we got to get into some things. Y'all know they had the Galentine event. Whew, and girl, it got really messy, and we are about to talk about it. All right, hope you guys liked the video, shared the video, all of that other great stuff. If you're not already subscribed, I hope that you have done so. So let's talk. We pick up where we left off, right? So you got Destiny and Stormy getting into it. All right. Destiny says that Destiny is over there mocking Stormy. Okay. This what's up. That what's up. For sure. This what's up. Yeah. It's a whole lot going on. Okay. Definitely was giving a little bit of mocking for sure, when we know Destiny does not technically talk like that. slightly in Destiny's defense, though. I mean, she was mad. She was frustrated. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, she probably is gonna mock you in that moment. Every action that she does in that moment after you done pissed her off really isn't to go in your favor. Okay, it is to make you even more mad. So that's what's up. That what's up. What's up? For sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whew, child, it was a mess. So Stormy tells her, Destiny girl, you don't want to do this with me. Destiny said, girl, you don't want to do this with me. And so she decided to stand up. I said, not them standing up. Everybody want to stand up. What is going on? Everybody want to stand up. So, girl, that's messy. That's messy. Not everybody want to stand up, but they ain't stand up for their friend when they was in that hotel room over there talking about her. Girl, I cannot. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going, okay? So Tisha, when they both stood up, and Miss Girl is standing up, Miss Stormy is like, well, what is it? Like, what you trying to do? Like, let's go. Tisha grabs up Destiny, Kimmy and them. They go to the very back. Tisha over there holding on to Destiny, like, girl, listen, you can only be responsible for yourself. You can't be worried about nobody else, okay? Stormy back there going off, okay? Stormy still over there like, BIT, you ain't got enough to come for me, BIT. You ain't got enough to come for me, BIT. What was it? Exactly. On what day can she hold a candle to me? Not now, motherfucking day. Exactly. She can't hold a candle to me. Not now, motherfucking day. Y'all see how I motherfucking live? I said, oh, Stormy, we still over here talking about the finances. But I guess that's a common thing that the black folks do, girl. They be quick to throw they financial credentials at you, girl. But anyway, let's keep going, okay? So she over there going off telling her she ain't got enough. Miss Destiny trying to break her loose so she can run up on Stormy again. Meanwhile, Melody gets up from where she is to run and check on Destiny, and she sees Kimmy's back there. She's like, girl, calm down. It ain't even like that. Like, girl, no, it ain't even gotta be. Just chill. Y'all ain't even got no issue. Y'all ain't even got no issue like that. Like, chill. And then Destiny like, no, girl, she shouldn't have came at me. Now I said, girl, listen, both of y'all was over there coming at each other. Okay, y'all both was doing it, and then Destiny said, no, girl, but I was talking to you. She said, yeah, but girl, you was doing too much. Okay, you was doing too much, all right? And then Kimmy said, girl, you was. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Girl, I'm holding you back. Girl, you was talking to me. You was doing a lot of, okay? Let's be real honest, okay? So then Mel just decided to go back. Now, in the midst of Mel getting ready to go back, Tiffany was telling Stormy to think about her child. And Stormy didn't give a fuck about that. Stormy said, my son, he cute, ain't it? Yeah. So Tiffany said, just think about your son. She's like, right, think about this. Because ain't now hoping to sit up here and disrespect me on any day. All right, and you can understand that today, girl. Go away from me with this, okay? Because I'm gonna be this on behalf of my son. I'm gonna be her. But anyway, so then you have Tisha coming back out. Soon as Tisha comes out and tells Stormy that we can't let her have no more drinks, and I said, not you, Tisha, trying to sit up here and paint this woman as though she drunk or something like that, and she acting belligerent as if all of y'all didn't sit up there and have no drinks. Not you trying to play this girl, trying to use the fact that this woman was drinking or whatever to excuse the behavior of your good Judy that was sitting next to you. I ain't like that. I ain't like that, Miss Tisha, girl. I ain't like that. But Stormy did tell Tisha, like, listen, that whole chair throwing situation, that was a lot. And I said, a chair was thrown? I missed that. But we did hear Stormy yell and say, throw another chair, BIT. So obviously Miss Destiny picked up a chair and threw it at her, which is why when Kimmy said, because Destiny said, well, what would you have done if it was you? And Kimmy said, well, I probably would have threw a chair. And they started laughing because that's something that Destiny did do, but they didn't show it. Girl, as they cussing their mamas in Spain, she was over there throwing chairs, child. So what else ended up happening? Tisha comes back, tells Stormy that they can't let her drink. She says, Stormy says that, listen, I'm not going to let nobody sit up here and disrespect me. Tiffany tells her, well, Destiny was over there mocking Stormy. She was. And here go Tisha. I must have missed that. I don't know how you did. Stormy said, I didn't miss a mother thing. I was right here. Okay, I was right here when it happened. So yeah, I heard it. I said, exactly. So I bet you did miss it, Tisha. I bet you did. So meanwhile, Kimmy and Destiny are on, they're in the back. And we talked about that. Kimmy ended up calming Destiny down. And as much as I felt the way about Kimmy doing the little smiles and the laughing and all that other stuff, I really like this moment. It reminded me of why I like Kimmy. Kimmy can get down with the best of them, but she also can show up and be supportive and got your back, like regardless. And I kind of like that she was over there. I feel like Kimmy was the best person to go and have a conversation with Destiny to calm Destiny down. Because, she wanted to go at Miss Kimmy at one point, but she see that her and Kimmy damn near the same. They can be the same when it comes to their, I don't want to say anger issues because I don't think they have anger issues, but when they get upset, they can, pretty much They could get there with you if they want to. So I thought it was good that Kimmy was there, and she was giving me mama vibes a little bit, like, it's gonna be okay, baby. Come on, come on, come on. It's all right. I was like, okay then, Kimmy. You know, I kind of like you again. I mean, I always liked you, but you know, I gave you a side eye, but I could appreciate that. So Mel says that she didn't like how Tisha. Okay, so then Tisha says that, you know, I don't really get like this, but you know, Mel had called me a BIT. And you know, when she had called me a BIT and I stood up, I was like, girl, we finna swing. And I ain't really wanna, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to do that because that's not me. And I said, not you saying y'all was finna swing. Tisha came to fight. I also thought it was very interesting to see that they kind of had security there? Oh wow. Or was that the production staff? I guess. But Miss Tisha came there for some action, for sure, with the sneakers and everything on. You knew what you were about to get yourself into. Meanwhile, everybody else pretty much had on heels. Okay. Anyway, girl, she thought I was going to get it swinging. You came prepared. So Mel says that she didn't like that because Tisha said, I don't even understand how me and Mel got to this place because I thought that we were cool, right? And Mel says, well, I didn't like that when I was on the stage talking about the issues with me and Destiny, you decided to jump in and add your little 2 cents, girl. Then you turned around and tried to say that I was trying to destroy your marriage, girl. When did I ever try to do that? So of course they got into it about that, right? So Mel says, Mel says that Marcel comes up often amongst the ladies because he does to come up. He does things to go viral. He's popping up on the internet. It's always stories about your husband, which is why he may come up in conversation. But what's not fair is for you to always trump me off as if everybody's not out here talking about your man. Okay. Now Tisha says that they only brought up her and Martell, right? Because I think Mel said something about her and Martell, like when it was me and Martell, this and that happened or whatever. And then Tisha says, well, listen, the only reason you and Martell have ever come up in conversation was because, you know, y'all had your own cheatations or whatever going on. And I remember when you called my phone and told us not to even discuss you and Martell at all. Right now, this is when Mel decided to go on her phone and search for some tweets or some receipts. That's what Miss Mel was looking for. Right. And Tisha says that Mel this is where it got messy when Miss Mel said, girl, I'm finna pull out these text messages, honey, and we about to get into some things, right? Tisha decided, I said, girl, this is really going downhill. Tisha tells this woman that Martell had been cheating on you for at least 3 years. This man has been cheating on you, what she said, for at least 3 years, and you still had a baby by him. Ma'am, cut the cameras, girl. What? And Mel said, not you coming for me, ma'am. Not you trying to come for me, girl. It be stories about your man every single day. Okay, it be all kind of rumors and stories I hear about your man, but yeah, you still over here hanging on. But you want to sit up here and talk about me and what it is that I did? Girl, that's what we not finna do. We not finna bring my baby into it. And y'all know Mel ended up going live on last Sunday or Monday talking about that. And it's definitely up on the channel, so y'all go ahead and check that out too. But anyway, what else happened? So, Mel says Marcel cheats on you every day and you don't care. You don't care. So why are you talking about me? You don't care. So Mel tells her, go to YouTube, because it'd be a lot of mess in the YouTube streets about Marcel. I don't know what's accurate or what's not, but it'd be a lot out here. And then Tisha said, go to YouTube. What am I going to go to YouTube for? I'm not going to YouTube for nothing. I'm asking you for your proof. Where's your proof? Well, where's your proof though? Well, I want to know about your proof. So where's your proof? Like, girl, it was a lie. What the fuck? So Mel says that I've never lied. I've never lied to Tisha. First of all, Mel stood up. I don't know if y'all caught when Mel stood up and she shook her head like, I've never lied. It gave me Mariah Hulk when Mariah and Heavenly was going at it. And Heavenly said, do you want me to bring out the receipts? Do you want me to bring out the receipts? And Mel looked just like Mariah in that moment when she stood up. She really was standing up on Tisha's ass. But what she did was she pulled her dress down and then she sat back down. She's like, I've never lied. I don't lie, sweetie. I never lied to Tisha. I've never lied. Girl gave me straight Mariah. I said, we getting into some things, huh? So then Mel gets upset and tells Kimmy, and she's like, well, she was already upset. All the ladies were. She tells Kimmy, see, this is the reason why I can't hang with this bitty bob-headed ass. That's why, because this BIT still be holding on to motherfuckers, even though she be saying that she be cool on it, she really don't. She fake as hell. Exactly. And you'll never find me in the same place as this bitch be. Absolutely. So I don't with her at all. So I'm going to go ahead and go. And then Tisha tells her, that's right. Go ahead, Miss Actress. Girl, just an actress, girl. Yes, just an actress. And then Mel looks at her and said, your mama an actress. I said, oh, Is that cussing their mamas in Spain? Because where is everybody else with the outcry? Y'all remember how Miss Candy said, your mama's low budget. Watch your mouth. Mel said your mama's an actress. Watch your mouth. Where's the outrage? Oh, y'all ain't got it today. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Y'all will find it when y'all need it. So yes, that is what all took place with the ladies. Okay, before we get to Kimmy and disrespectful, let's Marceau and let Mel tell it on the nightcap, the most irrelevant person on the cast. We'll talk about him in a second. But yeah. The girls were fighting. Miss Mel was really upset. And tell me why I did not see Stormy's Benz. I did not see the G-Wagon the first time. I don't know what I was looking at. But when I saw it this time, I said, girl, come pick me up. Let's go hang out, Stormy. Let's go to Papa Do's home. Let's go to, I can afford Papa Do's. So I mean, we can go there or something like that, girl. But anyway, yes, man. I said, Stormy, you better have this mother car riding around cleaning it. I said, okay, I see you. Okay. I don't think Tisha is naive. I think she gives her husband hell behind closed doors. She is probably working on her escape plan as we speak. Okay. Tisha is in such denial, but your mama and cousin confirm Marceau was having issues about him cheating after Tisha had her first child. Maurice was messy tonight. Wasn't he messy as fuck? Oh, Maurice was messy, baby. Messy. Not at Kimmy's expense, okay? Mel was mad Tisha exposed the season 1 secret that they all knew. Ooh, child. That girl said, girl, that was some messy shit. There, this BIT said, that man had been cheating on you for 3 years. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I need to, give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry, guys. I'm back. I'm back where I had to go ahead and capture something really quickly. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. Hey, Tisha didn't speak on the child. Tisha spoke on the timeline of Mel and Martell's relationship. The receipts should have been readily available, Mel. Oh, wow. Well, yikes. Well, somebody said all them men benching. They benching, child. Thanks so much, Phil, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Well, I don't know, child. She didn't want her child to be brought up. She was like, don't bring up my child. You do whatever you want to do, but don't speak on my child. So that was messy. Maurice, Marceau, Tisha, and Kimmy can't stop her train. It didn't pulled off, leaving them behind to catch up. You keep bringing up my kids and hitting every way possible. What? You keep bringing up my kids. I'm hitting every way possible. Okay. So yeah, guys. Not Tisha triggered Mel. Y'all are an entire mess out here in these streets. There was a whole lot going on, people. It was a whole lot going on. That was pretty much that. Okay, Miss Destiny, she did a thing. She was over there arguing with Miss Girl, so whatever. So let's get to Kimmy and Maurice. So she tells Maurice about the Galentine's event and how she done invited everybody to Jalen's housewarming party. She told him about the event and said, dang, I done messed up because I done invited all of these ladies to come to this party and it's going to be a mess. So then he asked her, well, what about Martell? Is Martell going to be there? She was like, oh, no, I'm going to be there. I ain't going to invite him over there. Okay, so Marie says that if Mel doesn't come there, then it won't be any back and forth, because I feel like everybody, all of the issues are centered around Mel. Like everybody has an issue with Mel. Okay, basically Mel is the center of it all, of the drama. Okay. But Kimmy disagrees with him. She doesn't feel like Mel is the one centered around the drama. She feels like Martell is the one that brings the drama. And I think where Kimmy was coming from, was when it comes to their marriage, Mel isn't the center of the drama for the marriage. Okay. Only Martell is, because he caused some things to happen, and then this happened, and then that happened, and all that other stuff happened, right? So that's why she don't really want him around. But when it comes to Mel, I feel like a lot of stuff is centered around Mel, whether it's Mel's fault or not. A lot of people are not feeling her. Tisha's not. Destiny's not. I mean, how many cast members do you have? You have about 6, right? Martell not featuring her, or let me put him on this hand. Martell not featuring her. Then you got Destiny. Then you got Tisha. I mean, who else is there? Destiny, Tisha. Well, no, it's not a lot of people when you do that. Only those 3: Martell, Destiny, and Tisha. And I guess Maurice now, since he done added his stuff to the list. So you don't have a lot of people that have an issue. So I guess when Kimmy says that, she's right. Like, it's not all centered around Mel. So, but as far as her good girl group, I mean, she just getting no Stormy. Stormy don't really qualify. Tiffany just a fly on the wall, literally. Yeah. I do see, well, shit. Maybe she should have came out better not inviting either one of them, because Tisha gonna want to go. Destiny's gonna want to go. I feel like those 3 ladies may get in a bigger argument than Martell. I don't know. Sounds like a lose-lose situation, honestly. Unless they stay clear of each other, if Destiny and Tisha came. Martell probably gonna create an argument, period, though. I think the ladies could probably agree to disagree, and I'm not even gonna go over there by Mel. I'm not gonna deal with Mel. I'm gonna let Mel do what she gonna do. Martell gonna go over there and make sure people understand that you the reason my kids did not show up to this book signing. Give me 1 second. Thank you so much, Natalia, for the super chat. Tisha won't leave Marceau because she might be a majority owner in scope, but she doesn't know how to run it. She doesn't have that get up and go. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know. I feel like Tisha might have that get up and go. I do. I think if she don't know how to run it, I feel like she'll learn how to run it without him. You know? I think Tisha is I feel like Tisha may be the brains and the beauty of the marriage, kind of how Mel was with Martell. Only difference with Marceau and Martell, I don't think Marceau, he's not lazy, right? So if he got to go and study something and get it on his own, I think he would do that, right? But yeah, the theory is Tisha is waiting for that house to be built before divorcing. That way she can at least walk away with something. That would be the smart thing to do. Take him for everything he got. Are they even building on Scott Manor? Are they even still working on that? Because one thing about Love and Marriage Huntsville, they'll start off on a project and that project will phase out. It'll be available for that season only, and they ain't gonna talk about it no more. So that's what I'm wondering. Like, are y'all even still working on Scott Manor? What's happening over there? What else we got? So then Maurice. Okay, so Maurice says that if Mel doesn't come, there won't be any back and forth or fighting. And says that everything is centered around Mel at this time. Kimmy disagrees because she feels like drama follows Martell. So he calls Martell. And she like, what you doing? He's like, well, I'm gonna call Martell so Martell can, talk to us and this, that. And I'm like, why would you do that? She said if Martell has an issue, she'll talk to him in that time. Why would you call this man on the phone and be messy as hell? And then when you get on the phone, right, he tells her to pretty much be quiet or something like that, like don't interrupt and let him talk. And I'm sitting up here like, sir, you interrupted her by calling this motherfucker anyway. When she was talking to you, you interrupted the initial conversation to call Martell. So why the hell she can't interrupt when it's primarily her issue to begin with? Like, he was definitely messy. I said, this was so messy of Maurice. Not you putting your wife on the spot, but don't want your brother to put your ass on the spot. Okay, while you over there post so the camera not click. Click. That's what you giving us, okay? But you want to sit up here and lie about it. I cannot with him. What else? So he wants to know why Mel is coming and he can't come. He over there asking, Martell is asking Kimmy, like, what did I do to you? Or what was said about you for me to not be invited and all this other stuff. Then the phone broke up because the Lord wasn't trying to hear what he was talking about. So that was pretty much that. And what Maurice decided to do was, even though he done pissed her off by calling this man, he decided to run upstairs, grab their bags, and let her know that he's going to be flying her down to Miami for her birthday or whatever. So, of course, she couldn't stay mad at him long. So she was happy about that. Yikes. Let's see what you guys are saying. Marcel filed for bankruptcy. I really don't think he's papered up. No one cares if the Scotts stay together or divorce, but Tisha and Wanda need to stop bringing it up. Okay, Tisha's name is on everything, so Marcel will be the bankrupt one if they divorce. He said he made sure she is good because she has the kids. Okay, Maurice is sneaky as right. Okay, not she should have dove on his arse. Like, he was so sneaky. Like, that was so messed up to me. Let's get to Wanda and Marcel, because Wanda had me screaming. They still living in Robin Dixon townhouse. Good night. Thank you so much, Ashley, for the super chat. Not they still living in Robin Dixon's townhouse. So let's keep going. Wanda and Marcel. So Wanda meets up with Marcel, make sure she parked inaccurately in the handicap zone. He takes Wanda to the kitchen. Wanda thinks she there for an interview and to get clearance on getting this money so she can get her food truck. He took this woman back to the kitchen. Wanda says that he was like, you don't look like you properly dressed for the kitchen. She said, oh, see, because I don't need no help with no food. I need you to sign these papers. And he gonna talk about washing some dishes. She said, I'm not washing no motherfucking dishes. And I was here with Wanda. I was cackling because I wouldn't have washed them either. And the whole scene is just funny because Marcel always know what he doing because he a mess. So Wanda asked him about the photo, right? While you over here trying to distract, let me give you something else to think about, okay? This photo, yeah, it was a photo of you and your back. And this fool said, my back. He was like, I haven't seen my back in a while. What the? I haven't taken a picture or something like that. I haven't seen my back in a while. So, she tells him that she thinks that it is his back. And it's like, when you see the photo, it's more than just his back. It's kind of like the shape of his head and his ear. Now, granted, a lot of people look the same from a distance, but I ain't gonna lie, that kind of looked like Marcel for real. It did. I don't know if it was him, but it looked like him. So he's dancing around the answer and then tells her the same place she got the info, she can go back and get the rest. The same place you got your information, you can go back and get the rest of it. I said, this man here is a fucking mess. So Marcel doesn't care what Wanda thinks, okay? But Wanda is like, you should care because it's about your reputation. Like, that's what we need to focus on, your reputation. So she asked him if he was in Atlanta on January 4th. He tells her yes. And Wanda says, okay. Well, I see how you do. See, you like to answer the truth, right? But when it's a lie, you like to tap dance, moonwalk, and do all this other type of backsliding and things that you do when it comes to something else. I see, well, okay, we got you. Show me what kind of man you is, right? So she's feeling away. And Marcel says, I don't give a fuck about none of that stuff you talking about, Miss Ma'am, because what you will understand and what you will know is that I have built up enough trust for, within whoever my loved ones, for them to not question me or anything like that. So you could go away from me with this. I don't really care about nothing that you talking about. Tisha gonna believe me either way it is, because that's how I have trained her. Okay, I've trained her to believe me on certain things. So it don't matter what you over there talking about, Wanda. It ain't gonna go past nowhere over here. Okay, so there's that. What else happened? So basically, he got Tisha right where he wants her, and she gonna trust him, and she gonna stick beside him. All right. So then we see Stormy and Mel. Mel goes over to Stormy's house. Okay, they both talk about being surprised by Tisha's energy. America was surprised by Tisha's energy because Tisha don't come with that type of energy. Okay, she don't, but she came that day with the sneakers on because Tisha said, it's been enough seasons. I'm tired of y'all playing with me, and I need y'all to know that I'm about that life. Okay. Don't make me go all the way back to wherever she from, Birmingham. Where's she from? Bessemer? Don't let me bring out the Bessemer. So Mel felt as though it was misplaced energy coming from Tisha. I think it was, yeah, I think it was Tisha. Meanwhile, Stormy is not happy with Destiny because she felt like Destiny was up there mocking her. And Mel is confused because Stormy and Destiny ain't got no beef. So what's the issue? And you know what it's giving? Destiny was just having a poor moment. She was just having a poor moment. Like y'all saw how she didn't like what's that girl name? Destiny last season didn't like Tiffany, and I think it was because Tiffany was getting closer to Mel, and that could have been at the moment when her and Mel's friendship started to change. So now that she looks and she sees how close Stormy and Mel is, I think she really don't like her now. Like, girl, you really in the place, and that was my friend. So I think that's probably where Stormy was coming from. Thank you so much, Juju New, for the super chat. Marcel will always ruffle Wanda's feathers, always, and I'm gonna always cackle. Thank you for the super chat. What else happened? So later on, okay, yeah. So then Mel said she was confused. They ain't had no beef. She said that Destiny actually called her and talked to her about what all happened. And Mel says, listen, I just think that both of y'all need to, have a conversation. Okay. I want y'all both to go off and actually talk, have a conversation and figure out this thing. Right. So Stormy says, okay, well, when I do, I'm going to make sure that I bring security. And I said, not her bringing security. What you bringing security for? I'm like, it's security for her, or is security for you? I don't know. I don't think Stormy's scared when she says she was going to bring security. I don't think it had nothing to do with her being scared. But I don't know if she brought it to threaten her or because she got stuff to lose. And if she was to, get assaulted in any fashion, she'll sue her and say, I actually had my security there. So you know that I wasn't trying to go that direction. But, she went a little too far. Therefore, I'm suing her for damages. I don't know. That's if Stormy actually ends up having some security there, right? What else? I don't understand why so many women are speaking so foul about Tisha when many of them are living just the same with y'all trash dude that y'all got at home. And that right there is very true. That is very true. I think a lot of people are living in the same situation as Miss Tisha and gonna stick beside them. I do think so. And I think some of these ladies ain't even got no ring and have commitment. Right? I think Stormy ain't dumb about who she is and what she has to lose. Okay. All right. Mel is full of SHI. She a punk with the Chihuahua voice. All right. I'm really tired of Mel calling Destiny and Tisha aggressive. Mel didn't call Destiny aggressive. When she was checking Martell for her, she stood up too. So I guess she's aggressive as well. Girl, I already told y'all that last week. I just feel like everybody be the same person. At some point, everybody, they the same, y'all the same folks, y'all be doing the same thing and then be sitting over here calling out other folks for the stuff that y'all do too. Nobody wins. What else? Stormy needs to go get them rolls in her neck. She need to go. Not rolls in her neck. Now y'all, why y'all be coming for Stormy like that? Why y'all be coming for her physical like that? I don't understand it. Destiny and Tiffany fell out when Mel invited her to Destiny's birthday party, and Tiffany insulted her. Okay. Did you watch the after show? Yep. And we're gonna talk about it because that was messy. Most people are projecting and judging Tisha for mess they've been tolerating for years. I agree. I agree. I think Mel and Tisha do better when there is no one else around to get involved with their conversation. I feel like that last part, when they got into it though, nobody was around. I mean, people were around, but nobody got into the conversation. It still got heated, right? That's when Tisha told her, girl, you knew Martell was cheating on you for about 3 years and you still stayed. Yikes. Nobody really got involved at that part. Yes, people have made Tisha the Candace of this show. Anything she does, she gets way more criticism than the others, and it's irritating. Okay. Tisha was being mentored by Mel season 1, but when Mel realized how bad things were in her marriage, she tried to hide it, but Hotel kept cheating on her. Yikes. Let's see, Mel is just as immature and these other women are. Mel fails to take accountability. Okay, they are all the same. Lack of accountability and self-awareness, hence the issues they all keep having. And there's that. All right. At this point, Kimmy is going to be more mindful of who she invites to events at some point. At some point. All right. So let's get to Tisha and Wanda. Let's talk about that, because Wanda tells her about the kitchen interview that she had with Marceau, and then tells her about the ATL trip and the post that was made. Okay, so Wanda shows her a post, and says that she knows where he is. Oh, okay, yeah. So Wanda shows Tisha this post. Tisha said, "Well, I know where he be. I mean, I could pull him up at any time. I can pull him at any time and see exactly where he at. Like, I don't really care about none of that. Y'all not gonna keep getting this stuff in my head. I'm not gonna keep going to my man, and I'm not gonna sit up here and keep bringing stuff to the forefront and asking him about stuff, okay? Because he's actually tired of that. He's tired of that, and y'all actually driving a wedge in between our marriage, and he ain't nobody even got no proof. So you mean to tell me I'm supposed to just judge him and go in on my man, and I ain't even got no proof of that like that? Like, girl, I'm not gonna keep doing that." Is what Miss Tisha is saying, right? It's her marriage. She got a right to do whatever she want to do within it. What else happened? So Wanda asked her, "Well, listen, let me just ask you this, okay, girl? So she don't want to believe nothing and then like that, girl. You want to listen. So is it possible that you just so in love with your man that you just overlooking the bullshit, okay, that's being presented right here in your face, okay? Because you know your mama been around the block. Okay, I've been around the block. I've been selling coups and pies. Okay, so I have definitely been around the block for a minute, and I've lived life longer than you. Okay, you already know that your mama has what? A husband, and I have a what? A boyfriend as well. So I know how these things go. Okay, and if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and it quack, girl, then you know what it is. So I'm just trying to see if you so in love that you overlooking these things here. Okay. And of course, you know, Tisha wasn't trying to hear that. She was like, "I just feel like y'all trying to break up my family." My family. Who said it, y'all? He touched my family. Come on, Portia Williams. Thank you, Ashley, for the super chat. Tisha saying, "We all knew he was cheating on you." She did say that. And Mel said, "Oh, you knew?" And she was like, "Girl, yeah, y'all called us and told us not to talk about it. Like, don't be trying to sit up here and play with me. You know what's going on." Thank you, Ashley, for the super chat. But yes, he touched my family, right? And that's what Miss Tisha was trying to tell her mama. Like, girl, y'all trying to break up my family. Like, we not gonna do that over here, okay? So I'm not gonna believe it. I'm not gonna question him. Go away from me with this. It's whatever. If he out there doing his thing, it ain't gonna stop no thing over here because I'm still gonna be married to my husband, okay? You know, I didn't wear my team wife shirt to go over there to this party for nothing. I wore my team wife shirt so I can go to this party to let Mel know. You may have left yours, but I ain't leaving mine, okay? All right, so there's that. I'm gonna always be team wife, period. Okay, so that's what that was, right? So then Wanda tells her, "Well, listen, I just want to let you know, girl, that he admitted to me." He did what? Oh, now you want to know? Because see, you just sat up here and told your mama that you had all the tea. You knew everything. You knew where he was, and you could pull up. So now when I tell you that he said he was in Atlanta on that day, now you want to perk up? Well, then let me clue you in then. Okay, he said that he was in Atlanta around January 4th or whatever like that. He said that he was with a friend. What friend? Don't ask me. Okay, you the one that's married. You got all the answers, Sway. So go ask your man. Exactly. Okay. So Wanda says, "Now I'm gonna tell you right now, girl. If it is true, you know I'm gonna get in your ass, right? And you know I'm gonna get in his too. Well, I just want to make sure it's not gonna be any surprises when I get to digging." Okay, then. Well, all right, that's fine. So there's that. Okay. So we're gonna find out what was really going on because Tisha is going to have this conversation with Marceau. Okay. So meanwhile, let's get to Martell Lewis and Tiffany. So Martell says that the kids missing the book signing really hit hard for the children. And he also said that it really hit hard for Mariah. I think Mariah took it the hardest. So here go Tiffany, messy. I said, "Tiffany, you next. Girl, you next. You're not going to be male friend in a minute, girl. You next." So then Tiffany says, "Well, Mel told us that it was a funeral for her family member. That's what she told us as to why the kids did not come." And then he says, "Oh, well, I wish she would have told me that because I wasn't privy to that. Like, she didn't tell me that information, so I really didn't know." Okay. And Martell says, I don't know why she didn't communicate that with me because I don't give Mel any problems. I said, oh, you don't? Okay, I guess you don't. What else? So Tiffany thinks Stormy, she said, everybody last year was telling me that I'm like Mel was my bodyguard. And then now what do we have? Look, Stormy's Mel's bodyguard. Then she proceeds. Okay, this is where it really was like, okay, Tiffany, you probably not gonna be cool with Mel. She proceeds to tell Martell about a Galentine event that he really didn't even have to know about because none of his significant others were there. So it was kind of like, why are you telling this man about this Galentine event and what all happened? I said, Tiffany, you're next, girl. Y'all not gonna be cool in a minute, girl. And that is what Martell said. Martell says that Tiffany is next. And he also says he spoke with Destiny about Mel not being a true friend. She will use you and says if she can't benefit off of you, then she's gonna cut you off. Wow. Well, I don't know. I ain't gonna say Martell is lying. We just gonna have to wait to see more and more to see if this happens to be true. If she do fall out with Tiffany. If she do fall out with Tiffany and it does look like, oh, okay, she one of them people that only rock with you if you're a benefit to her, then we'll be able to know for fact that it's true or whatever. But that's just what Martell said. Martell's what else he said? He also talked about having the guys come to Atlanta for like a little wine tasting or something he's doing with his new wine. And Tiffany's like, so you think Tisha gonna let Marcel go? And he was like, why would she not? You know what I'm saying? She was like, well, you already know who run the house or whatever. He was like, who? She was like, Marcel. He was like, well, a man should run the house, okay? And then Lewis said that he was gonna go. And she asked him like who runs the house or something like that. And I guess she asked him like, what you gonna do when you get back to the house? And he was like, oh, I'm gonna run the house or something like that. And the point that I'm getting to is when she called her man a bitch. She said, BIT, I run the house. And then he smacks her on her ass. I said, Tiffany, I don't know. I mean, I know she was joking, but I was like, if anybody else call your man a bitch, you should be okay because you just called him a bitch. But I got. So that was that. That was another dry scene with Martell. Thank you so much, Lady 6916 for the super chat. Stormy is agnet. What? Agnet. You trying to say she ignorant with an A? Agnet. Oh wow. Thank you for the super chat. Oh my. Oh, you think Tiffany was drunk? Tiffany gave us a different side in that short scene. She did. She gave us a different side. So okay then. What's up, Keish? Keisha says, yep, Tiffany was awkward, as if she was seeking some kind of validation from Martell, acting like she's one of the guys. All right. Oh, wow. Yes, Jamie, I heard that wrong. I thought I heard that wrong. Yeah, she called that man a BIT. She was like, I run the house. Ooh, okay. Well, yanks. What else we got? Tisha and Marceau. Gets down to Tisha and Marceau. She pulls up with the sad face. Calls his phone. And this is where OWN was extremely shady. When they did all the playbacks of times people tried to tell Tisha, or the times when she had questions for this man, I was like, y'all so shady. It's written all over your face. So she ended up calling him, telling him to come outside. He comes outside, gets ready to sit in the car. She has some questions for him. Show goes off. We're going to see how this play out. We already know that it's not going to go anywhere because we already saw them hanging out for Mother's Day, all happy and lovey-dovey and supporting each other. So he's going to weasel his way out of this one again as well. So we'll see. I don't know, because we also saw on a different preview, if they show it to us, Tisha up there crying. So, I mean, I don't know. Did y'all see that SHI Mel had on Carlos show that looked cheesy? Ooh, no, then you wrong for that. You wrong for that. Tiffany is playing the candy of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's stirring the pot real sneaky like Peep Game. Oh wow. Martell with Maurice's help is trying to get Mel off the show. And it's so obvious, it's annoying that people don't or refuse to see it. Mel's personal feelings aside. Wow, I didn't even catch that. But seeing that he tried to say that all of the drama is centered around Mel, he definitely was lightweight coming for her. Definitely was lightweight coming for her, which is why when she got in that the confessional, hold on 1 second, the show cannot keep up with social media. Not the confessional, which is why when she got into the on the after show, she referred to him as the least relevant person on the cast. When I tell y'all, the nightcap was good. The nightcap was good. Entertaining. I screamed when I saw Carlos get up out that chair and go walk around and grab him some popcorn, because Mel said a lot of things, okay? Mel said a lot of things. I'm trying to recall everything. So let me just, if y'all remember, put it in the chat. We'll talk about it. First thing that I remember her saying was talking about Destiny saying that she was a bad friend, right? Destiny talking about how bad of a friend she was. And she was like, if I was a bad friend, why would I show up for you? Mel dropped to me additional tea. I did not know this part. Now I did know Mel sent her like a PayPal or whatever, or sent her some money. What I did not know was that she walked up to this girl's house with I guess bill notices, late notices or whatever on her door. Okay. She walked up to this girl's house with notices on her door, and Carlos asked Mel, well, what did you give her? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you saw the notices and things on her door, like how were you able to help her? And Mel says, oh, I sent her money. He was like, well, how much did you send her? And she says, oh, I sent her like $5,000. Somewhere up in that range, she sent Destiny $5,000. I said, girl, this is some Mexican boots here. Yikes. So if I was that bad of a friend, why did I send you that much money? Whew. She also went on to talk about Tisha. Now, first of all, she talked about the situation where people felt like she brought Stormy on the show or something to help her with Martell or something like that. Something about needing help with Martell. And Mel said, I've never needed help with this man from season 1. Y'all saw how I handled myself with him. I never needed y'all help. So y'all can go ahead and cut that out. Then she got up there talking about how Miss Wanda always coming for her and talking about her, only for her to sit up there and have her baby daddy all in her DMs, liking her pics and everything and commenting and all this other stuff. And so Carlos was like, well, wait, who daddy? Like, who baby? Whatever. Like, they saying what? And she says, I don't know. You might want to ask Tisha because it's her daddy. Not Tisha daddy being in Mel's DMs. When I tell you Mel was up there eating, and you got Monique up there throwing shade too, asking about Miss Wanda. Does she have a man? Does Miss Wanda have a man? Like, we need Miss Wanda to find some business about herself and have a man. And Melody had to let her know, like, yes, she does have a man. She has a husband and she has a boyfriend. She got 2 of them. Then she go up there and talk about Miss Wanda voice, because he did this little camera time where Miss Wanda was like, don't let my name come out your mouth. If my name come out your mouth and you refer to me as the BIT, make sure you say that I'm the HBIC or something like that. I was like, oh God, girl, what is this? And so Mel, that's when she ended up, I think that's when she referenced the baby daddy being in her DMs. Because Mel was like, first of all, I had to digest and process everything that it was that she was saying. Basically saying Miss Wanda don't know how to talk. Girl, they was kind of up on this show. Mel also said that she doesn't believe that Miss Wanda trusts Tisha, in so many words. She don't believe she lets Tisha fight her own battles or speak for herself because she doesn't trust her with what she instilled in her, or something like that, or either she didn't instill those things in her. When I tell you, they held nothing back. They were going in. Okay. You even had Monique up there talking about Real Housewives of Potomac and how she still talks to Ashley Darby and Karen Huger and feels as though they're the only ones that matter on Potomac. But she also said something about Karen being the storyline. So I said, girl, not Monique, girl, now wait. Now, you're not going to give Miss Karen that much credit because you like her. Now, let's be honest. If you want to like make it about just the two that you care about, Ashley brings more to the show than Karen. We're not going to do that. Okay, so Ashley brings her, like, we have so much we could say about Ashley than we could say about Karen. So yeah, no, right? Because he did his list on who he felt like were the top housewives or whatever, and Monique was not on that list. And people asked, like, should she feel a way about that? And she was like, not really. but she knew she could have been on that list, even though she was on reality TV for about 4 years. I mean, she could have been on the list because he put Giselle on the list before her, like, period. You know, and I mean, what Giselle may have, maybe 1 or 2 years over her, if that, but whatever. So, yeah, it was interesting. So yeah, she talked about that. I'm trying to see what else happened. Everyone can be messy on interview and loves, and lives. But when Mel does it, she messy. Please stop. Okay? Please stop. So our other cast members are gonna be on the nightcap show. Yes. Well, Dr. Heavenly is gonna be on next week, and Martell Holt is gonna be on next week. He already had Miss Wanda on there with the camera, like, right? She gave her thoughts. So I think he probably gonna have Miss Wanda on there at some point. Tisha on there. Tisha and Marcel probably gonna be. I'm sure he gonna have everybody on there. Everybody's gonna get a chance to be on there. So that's what's up. I can't wait for Tisha's turn. I hope she is just as messy. And people better not say Tisha wrong for saying that. Mel threw her rocks first. I think Tisha's definitely going to be on there, and I don't think that Tisha's gonna hold back either. Okay, I don't think she is. Mel basically saying, I don't give a fuck anymore. She is Juju. She said that pretty much at the therapy session. Okay, she mean people where they at now. I'm sick of her talking about Giselle not having a man, Monique having a man. What is whole identity? Is her whole identity? I think that's what you were saying. Wanda needs a spinoff like Honey Boo Boo. Actually, Wanda said that's what she wants. Wanda wants a spinoff. She wants her own show. Or even if it was like a show with her daughter and Marceau, she wants a side show for sure. Yeah, Heavenly and Martell, that is going to be a mess. That is going to be a mess, child. I'm surprised Heavenly was able to come over and do the social media video for OWN and be able to do Carlos's show. I was surprised because I feel like now they're about to be competitive networks, right? And I would think that Bravo would try to limit where they can really go. So I mean, maybe it just depends on what they're doing, but I'm surprised to see her on both networks. I did not watch the nightcap, but wow, maybe I should watch it. The way y'all saying it was. Listen, Mizzle, it was extremely messy. It was entertaining. I was screaming when Mel said that Tisha Daddy be in her comments. I screamed. Carlos getting up, walking over to get some popcorn to put in his mouth and then have a seat, hollering. It was hilarious. It was really good. Really, really good. It was very messy, John. And I think he did it. I think the first two people he had, primarily Melody being on there, was perfect. Perfect. Even Monique getting up there trying to drag Miss Wanda, child. I said, ooh. I think Monique even defended Stormy. She talked about how for Destiny to react the way that she was reacting, like Stormy didn't really come at her. She was saying that Stormy really was just asking her a question or whatnot. And, Destiny, took it to another level. So yeah, if you guys have not checked it out, y'all need to go watch that. Okay. Now, what's up, CCF Free? He says, I'm surprised that Monique can even mention anything about Potomac. I would think they were what? Oh, you would think there would be a clause. Well, yeah, I guess she can say a few things. She's still cool with Andy though. So I guess they let her say a few stuff. They weren't friends to Mel, and she's not being their friend. They came for her, and she's supposed to stay quiet. She said no. All right. How much juice or drama will be left over for there to be a good reunion? Since they're holding no bars right now, the fire might simmer down by then. That is such a good question because I was wondering the same thing with all of these lives, with all of these interviews and stuff, just exposing everything. I wonder. I feel like I think some of the things that may have happened on lives and on interviews and stuff, I think it still will make for a good reunion because when you hear people talk on lives, number one, their lives may be referenced. Oh, you said this on social media. You said that. I think it's going to be good because when you play back some of that stuff, people sometimes have a interpretation, like they can't truly recall events how they happen. So then they'll be able to like play back, contrast, and compare and contrast some of the things that they said by having actual clips and stuff. So I mean, I think they'll be able to make some stuff work for sure. And every time somebody goes live, or every time somebody opens up and do an interview or do something, we still learn more and more and new things every time. So I mean, they may be able to squeeze something out. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. We need another host for the reunion. I don't think so, because Carlos needs a seat with the cast. Messy Mexican boots. Tired of the lives too. Too much. Give us a break. Yeah, see, I like, thank you so much for the super chat. I like Carlos hosting because to me, I feel like they feel comfortable with him. They already tell Carlos damn near everything, right? So I feel like we're able to get more out of them when Carlos is sitting there, and then Carlos is able to bring up things that we may not 100% be privy to. So I kind of think it's good that he's the host, right? I enjoy Mel being messy. Let them go at it. She's not an angel, and I'm okay with it. Tisha be trying to be messy and wants to play innocent, and I can't stand it. That's just as fake as she gets. Oh, that's just as fake as she gets caught. Oh, and she gets caught. What else? I thought the reunion. Carlos has he has unseen footage, and you have to answer questions with the person on the stage. Two-way dialogue. Call them on the carpet. I agree. That's what also makes it different. People can't sit in these solo interviews and just say what they want to say or get on their lives. Now you got to say what you've been saying in front of this person and give this person the opportunity to rebuttal your points. So it's gonna be juicy. I don't know. It would be interesting to see him have one whole part of the reunion be just about the BS on social media. Right? That's going to be interesting. Y'all don't like Mel. Y'all want her to get talked down to. Ooh. I still feel the reunion is going to be messy. It is. Don't be surprised if some Bravo cast members start leaving and go over to OWN. Look for spinoffs and everything. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I wonder if Carlos is going to try to work with Nene, because she's the main one that's, not doing anything right now. The reunion. Oh, no, I think I read that one. Let's see, before I hop off this thing. Carlos needs to understand also not to direct all the questions to Mel. He needs to start this reunion with the ladies, and second part, the husbands. Okay, Carlos know where the bones are buried. He needs to stay as the host. I agree. I think he should. This is just going to be interesting. We are going to see. I don't know how long the season is. I wonder how many more episodes we're going to get before we actually get to the reunion. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be interesting to watch. And I need him to reevaluate the positioning of Tiffany and Lewis on the show. Like, girl, let us know something. Girl, why are you here? Why are you here? Carlos don't want Nene to spill his beans on Mad Day. Not on Mad Day. We shall see. Let me see. Was there something else that came through? Give me 1 second. Thank you so much, Ashley, for the super chat. Why is it not showing up? Let me see. There we go. All right. So it's Martell saying Mel should have reached out to him to tell him about her fam funeral during her week. He wants control still. She don't own him, SHI. And I agree, because I was thinking the same thing. Like, why would she need to tell you? And he tried to use the excuse of, oh, well, regardless of what's happening on my end, I make sure I communicate all of that to her. Right? I don't know. I don't know, child. Okay, let's see. Love and Marriage ATL, Nene and her married African boo. Not married African boo. Portia and Dennis, daddy. I'd rather see Portia and Dennis, to be honest. And Melody dating dating. That would be interesting. Dennis a daddy, Portia, Nene, Nene, Boo, and Dennis. I wonder if Dennis would do another show with Portia. We'll see. I saw where somebody asked, I think it was CASHAPP. CASHAPP, I think I said it right. Jamie, host a live with two opposing views to discuss. One who likes male and one who doesn't. That would be so cool to hear different perspectives. I might do a call-in tomorrow. Maybe y'all could call in and share your thoughts. I see Phil wants to do a call-in tomorrow. So I might do a call-in tomorrow on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And y'all can call in and share y'all thoughts. And we probably could do that tomorrow. All right. Get somebody that is going to be, you know, I guess Team Tisha versus Team, what you call it? Y'all just got to let each other speak. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would have to just allow each other to, you know, get their words in. But yeah, we probably could, you know, do a little something like that tomorrow, girl. That will be cute. Destiny didn't paint no false narrative about Melody. She painted the real picture. You all paint this false narrative about Mel. Like, is what? Like, she is the first woman to ever get cheated on. Well, there's that. There's that. Let's see before I hop off. Not don't nobody want her. Team Tisha, I'm up for it. I don't dislike Mel. I just think she full of it. Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to remember that so you can come into the chat tomorrow. Let's see what you guys are talking about. I did see that Melody corrected Carlos, letting him know it's no longer Melody Holt, it's Melody Cherie, baby. Okay, so we switch and change and rearrange it. So let's not. Okay. Girl, who gonna call in for Mel? We see somebody willing to call in for Tisha. We just gonna have to see tomorrow. Tisha, I can't. Tisha will have a hard time finding a man before Mel will if she divorced. You never know. You never know, okay? But I thank you all so much for joining, okay? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Why is there teams off of a 20-minute show? Because y'all know it all. Oh. Okay. Natalia says she'll call in for Mel. Okay, this gonna be cute. This gonna be cute. We're gonna have to do it, girl. We're gonna have to let y'all listen. Y'all gonna listen. This gonna be interesting. Somebody said we're gonna need receipts from Mel's nightcap. What you mean need receipts from the nightcap? Oh, you talking about the daddy. So she sure did that. She doing a sale or something. She said the hashtag is Zaddy. Zaddy. It's gonna be Zaddy, honey. Y'all are messy. All right, guys. I thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you. Please go ahead and like the video if you have yet to do so. Don't forget to follow my other channel, which is That's Me, Jamie. Okay, please go over there and follow that channel as well. All that great stuff. Subscribe if you have yet to do so. And I might come back tonight. I got to see how my mood is. If y'all don't see no notification, girl, or something, then we not live. But I might just, randomly pop up. I think Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming in. We might do a call in tonight. We're going to see what the mood is giving. Okay. So just, make sure you got your notifications and everything on. All right. That's all that I got. I thank you all so much for joining. I'm Jamie. That's me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.